said we disband. My word.
Sorry about the weird parking job. The engine just died on us right here.
Hey, Morgana, are you done yet? Why the heck am I in charge of the car again?
And I thought we were done.
It's fine. We're on break. Exams are done too, right? Come on, why don't you let us drive you home? You really gotta go?
Come on, man. Nobody's forcing you to leave, you know? Wiping your slate clean ain't so easy. You see what I mean?
Things must be slow these days.
Don't mind them. What they think of us doesn't really matter.
Yeah, she's right. We can totally do whatever we want to do.
The car's fixed. Just had to borrow a plug. Nice job on the first try.
All right, let's roll. Now that we gotcha, we ain't taking you straight home.
Hey, can I ask something? My friend's in trouble, and I'd like everyone's input. Ooh, that sounds like fun.
If this is any more work, count me out.
You know you want to, Inari.
I'm getting out.
I almost was about to start the stream with my mic on mute. You want to know what the funny thing is? Instinctively, I always think my mic is muted, so I click the mute button to unmute it. Unless it's a day like today where it's like, no, it's not muted, bro. Just get on with the stream. Just get on with the stream. What's going on, people? What's up? What's up? Can you all see me? Most importantly, can you all hear me? Test, test, test. Hopefully there's not too much peaking going on. Hopefully there's not too much imbalance with the music and the vocals. Hopefully everything is Gucci. Let's see. Let me just pop the chat out right quick. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. Just gonna pop this chat out. Drag it right over here. All right, all right. I'm seeing some homies in the chat. What's going on, y'all? What's up? What's up? Shout out. Starting from the top. We got Ghost Rider coming in bright and early, followed by Ghost Fixter. No association, I assume. And then we got the homie Don Otaku. We got Flame in the chat. Snorlax. We got Reed94. Of course, the homie Asbel Lant 100 checking in. We got Echor. We got MDZ. We got Oblivion. Sir Scrubtastic. We got Leo in the chat. We got the real Kool-Aid Man. There we go. I was about to say Derek for a second, but no, we got the real Kool-Aid Man checking in. And if you guys didn't know by now, he is the real Kool-Aid Man. But what's going on, people? What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. How is everybody doing? How's y'all's weekends going? Oh, we got a couple of super chats coming in right quick. So we got $5 from Justin Ayala. Thank you very much, brother. Metroid Dread next week. Yes, yes, guys. After what seems like 88 years, we are finally getting a brand new, brand spanking new 2D Metroid game, which I can't even believe, man. From the announcement to now, dude, it still hasn't dawned on me, but we've got a little less than a week to go, man, and I will be there Friday, ready to play that game, man. I don't know, man. There's like the second I saw them show it off, Day one, baby. Day one. And I'm not really like that with a lot of Nintendo games, as y'all know, but Metroid, you got to put your money where your mouth is, man. I mean, the only thing that really sucks about it is that it's a game on the Switch. And, you know, I've just been spoiled by things like Ori and the Blind Forest and, you know, just the graphical fidelity of those games. And I look at Metroid and it just does not look good. But I know that gameplay is going to be fantastic. So that's all that really matters at the end of the day. And then hopefully within the next 4 years, we will get Metroid Prime 4. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't end up on the next iteration of the Switch, whatever that will be. And then we got a $2 super chat coming in from the homie Flame. Neo, hope you're doing much better, man. Yeah, I am. If y'all couldn't tell by my voice, it does not sound as bad as it did the last time we were here, which was Monday evening. So y'all are getting 2 Ask Neos this week. Basically to make up for the fact that last week's Ask Neo didn't happen on Saturday, so we pushed it a few days to Monday. And then here we are back again on Saturday for our regularly scheduled program. But what's going on to all the new people in the chat? What's up, what's up, what's up? We got POTC 3000. We got Dead Wade. We got Scar Atlas. What's going on, guys? What's up? Alrighty, let's see. We got some people at work right now. Asbel says he's at the gym suffering, so I'm doing good. Oh, you putting in that work, Asbel. I love to see it, man. I love to freaking see it. Oh, we got Fear No Hate in the chat. What's up, brother? What's up? What's up? Yeah, we might as well just get intros out of the way. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between to Ask Neo. If you're tuning in for the first time, Ask Neo is my weekly Q&A series where you guys ask me questions. I try the best to answer them in a timely fashion, and anyone who's frequented the streams knows it doesn't work out like that because you guys have so many amazing questions, and I try my best to answer them. There's no real flow, form, or structure to this series. It's literally just we're on here chatting for 2 hours. People donate super chats to get their questions highlighted for priority and all that good stuff, but you guys know what it is at this point. We just sit back, we talk about games, we talk about movies, we talk about TV shows, and we talk about real life shit. So if that's something that y'all are interested in, sit back, relax, grab your favorite beverage of choice, or put this on in the background as a podcast while y'all do different things, or not. Maybe just watch the video stream, who knows. But regardless of that, I want to thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's stream. As always, it is a pleasure and a privilege kicking in with y'all. And without further ado, let's dive right in. Oh, Oblivion with a great comment. 46 people and only 10 likes. What's going on there? Appreciate that, man. And yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, do me a big favor and hit that like button. Helps out the channel tremendously. Helps send this stream out into the ether so we can get a lot of new people in this really weird, crazy, awesome family of ours. And yeah, I won't berate you guys too much about hitting the like button. I only do it like 3 times max during the stream, and then I let all the mods take care of that, because the mods are the ones who have the real power here. I just bad like a little sheep, and they're the ones who are really running shit. They're the muscle. I'm the face. But yeah, let's get into some questions right quick. And Flame slid in a nice $2 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. Also, check out the Dragon Quest anime. It's lit, yo. I saw the first episode of that a while back, and I don't know why I didn't continue it. Probably because I had too many other things on the docket at the time. But I've heard a lot of really good things about that series, so I gotta check it out. Lady, what's going on? Sister, how you doing, girl? How you doing? Good to see you. All right, your voice is back. Yay, Doki Doki. Yes, Doki Doki will finally be resuming. Like I said, y'all, I want to give y'all the Doki Doki streams y'all deserve, and that comes from my voice actually being in order. And yesterday was the first day where I fully felt like, okay, I can speak for prolonged periods of time without having to cough in 10-15 minutes. So them Doki Doki streams are coming back. Do not worry. I just want to make sure everything is, you know, I don't want to get on here and do a Doki Doki stream and then about halfway into it I start coughing like crazy because of the, you know, the last bit of this cold. So I'm just doing this for y'all. Alrighty, so let's start at the top and let's answer some questions, y'all. Here we go. Okay. Neo's back at it again with the perfect timing for my shift. Yeah, anyone who's a weekend warrior over here, man, these streams come in handy. Like I said, you know, right now I'm very thankful to not have to work on the weekends. Normally I am working weekends. So whenever I did work weekends, podcasts, YouTube videos, all my subscriptions, that's how I caught up on all of that stuff. So the fact that I can do the same for somebody out there is freaking awesome. All right. Let's see. Thank you for all the well wishes, you guys. Thank you. I am definitely feeling a lot better compared to last week. Oh man, last week was rough, man. From Wednesday night up until Tuesday of this week, I was feeling some type of, you know, I didn't feel terrible all of those days, but you know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I was still like, oof, man. And I didn't start feeling myself where I can actually go out and do stuff until earlier this week. So yeah, being sick sucks, man. But you know, it's just a part of life. You deal with these things. All right, you in one ear, gaming in the other. Hey, that's how it used to be back in the day, man. Like before, like I don't know, man. Like a lot of my friends growing up, whenever we would game on Xbox, right? They would have their party chat headset in one ear and then music in the other. So they would listen to music while they were in a party chat with people. And I never understood that, because yo, you're talking to people, and if you actually had one of those gaming headsets at the time, you could hear the game audio through the headset. So I never understood that. I get it if you're doing it by yourself, like you have one headphone in and you're listening to music and then you've got the game audio. But for me, what I usually do is I have if it's a game that I don't really care much about the audio, I'll have my sound system routed to my Bluetooth phone. I'll use Bluetooth on my phone and connect that to my sound system, and then I'll have music going from there. Because if it's something where I'm just like level grinding, or I just don't really care about the music in the game, I'll have music going in the background, or I'll have a podcast going. But more often than not, what I end up doing is, for a lot of those games where they have like heavy story content, what I end up doing is I just have my phone and I just leave that right next to my bed. I put a podcast on and I play it. And so whenever I do need to pause for story cutscenes, I just pause this and I listen to the game audio. And then when that's over and done with, I just take my phone back out and then I play the podcast. That's usually how I go about. That's how I get a lot of things done these days, man. Like whenever I'm level grinding on Final Fantasy 14, or even in like Lost Judgment, if I'm just going around kicking the crap out of people, that's what I do. All right. Oh, I appreciate that, Scar Atlas. Thank you, brother. Thank you, my friend. All righty, let's see. Why is this? Hold on one second. Oh, this thing is bugging out. I gotta refresh this, because this thing was tweaking for a second. Pop out chat. Bring this to the side. All right. But what has everybody been up to this weekend? What y'all been doing? What y'all been playing? What's the word, y'all? What's the word? All right. Anyone seen the latest episode of Marvel's What If? Yes, I have seen that, and I don't want to get into spoilers because y'all know I'm not that type of person, but this latest episode of What If you were sour at the fact that What If has been very hit or miss for the most part, this episode is the one that fully dives deep into this new uncharted waters Marvel is going. And by that, I'm talking about the multiverse, and that's all I'll really say about it, man. They literally just kicked the damn door in with this recent episode. It's definitely worth checking out. Weekend Warrior here, 10 hours today, 12 tomorrow. And man, I feel it, bro. I feel it. That was me all of 2019, straight up, man. Because what I would do with one of my jobs is, since we have block scheduling, if you wanted to double up all your shifts, you could do that if you found someone who worked like opposite your schedule. And it was friggin' awesome, man. Go to work for like 2 days a week, 2 12-hour shifts. It was great. Great. Let's see. Have you watched the new season of Bakke yet? No, I have not gotten a chance to. There's very few series that I'll actually watch the second they come out. You know what I'm saying? And if it's something that has like a whole season available, I like to take my time with it. Like, Sex Education just dropped the latest season, and I want to binge all of it because I love Sex Education. It's such a good show. But the second I binge it, there we go. I gotta wait like another year and a half for the next one. It's a long ass time in between, man. Long ass time. But if there is something good, Cobra Kai season 4 is coming out this year at the tail end of the year, so it damn well might as well be 2022. But we're still getting Cobra Kai season 4 this year. All right, let's see. Recently got a PS5 with the Best Buy drop store pickup. Feels like a dream. Oh, that's awesome, Obi. Congratulations. And congratulations to anyone who's watching and listening who've picked up next-gen consoles recently. It's been a struggle, and I mean, Phil Spencer just came out and said he doesn't expect Xbox to really be on store shelves like that until the end of next year. And if you figure how long it takes to do anything, probably 2023 for both these consoles on store shelves. It freaking sucks because at that point we start talking about pro versions of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series console. So I don't know, man. I always tell people if you have an opportunity to get the consoles, go ahead and get it. Just because, you know, even if there aren't a lot of next-gen exclusives you want to play, you're going to be playing a lot of multiplats. You're playing the best versions of those games on the consoles. And I'm telling you, man, the quality of life improvements on these new machines, them SSDs ain't no joke, man. That's all I got to say. Like, go play on a PlayStation 5 and try to go back to PlayStation 4. It's damn near impossible, man. I can't with that. Let's see. Will you ever do a podcast on Sony's Spider-Man film universe? I've been thinking about doing that, Dead Wade, but honestly, every time I think of the Sony Marvel movies, with the exception of Into the Spider-Verse, because those are actually talented people working on that, I don't get excited, man. Like Venom, Morbius, they're doing a Craven movie. It's just, these aren't the movies that I wanted to see. And I know some people like it. That's cool. But when the best thing I hear about Venom from people is if you go in with no expectations, you might find some fun. That disappoints me as a fan of the Venom character and as a fan of Spider-Man's universe as a whole. We could be getting so much better from these characters, but because folks settle and they just don't, they get a couple laughs, they think it's okay. And I mean, if that's your prerogative, cool. But I'll get excited for Venom, Craven, and maybe Carnage in Insomniac's game universe, because I'm certainly not going to get great versions of those characters with the Sony movies. Let's see. Predictions for the final Smash Bros character. Hopefully not a Fire Emblem fighter, because we've had too many of those as is. I don't mind it because Sakurai loves Fire Emblem, and as a Fire Emblem fan, knowing that the series was almost put on ice for good, not even a decade ago, I like the fact that there's a lot of Fire Emblem characters. But thinking of everyone else in Smash Bros, there's just way too many. Like, you could be doing so much better. I hope it is a wild card. I hope it comes out of left field. So I'm right up there in the camp of people who want Master Chief, who want Doom Guy, who want Sora, who want all of these people. I just want something that will really, I don't know, just get people excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sephiroth is awesome. Joker is awesome. Banjo is awesome. But then we look at some of the other fighters that we've seen in the DLC pack, and they're just not that exciting. Like, Terry is a great addition. Terry's awesome. But everyone else I'm looking at, I'm like, okay, that's cool. But it's not like, ew, you know what I'm saying? Like, when they showed off Joker at the Game Awards, bruh, I'm telling you. That's what you need. You need a fighter on that level, man. And they don't gotta be a huge, well-known name. Like, look at Joker. Like, Persona is still a niche series, even though I don't shut up about it. But most people out there, you ask them what Persona is, they'll be like, what? But the fact that that was in Smash Bros, it had eyes, man. It had eyes. Let's see. I got that kind of setup right now with your stream on while playing Lost Judgment, but all the audio's in the same headset thanks to my mix amp. Ooh, that's technology right there, the Don. That is technology. I love it, bro. Perfectly level, too, so you don't have to worry about, like, oh, this is happening here. Right? That's nice, dude. That's nice. That's nice. Let's see. All right, you fraud. How's Halo Infinite? I'll wait until it's out to play, NeoGameSpark. Yeah, okay, so let's talk about Halo Infinite for a second, you guys. Real quick, let me just get to Sir Scrubtastic Super Chat. Got a pay raise so I can chip in a bit. I was wondering how you feel about the new Toonami since it's been a few years since it came out. Well, first things first, congratulations on getting a pay raise, Sir Scrubtastic. That is awesome, bro. Thank you for the Super Chat. And yeah, honestly, I have nothing but positive things to say about the new Toonami block. When it first, for those who don't know, or who just don't care, Toonami was a block, a cartoon block that was in the late 90s, early to mid 2000s on Cartoon Network. And it specialized primarily, even though there were American cartoons on it, it specialized primarily in showcasing anime. And for a lot of people out there, that was our first introduction to really big megaton shows. But unfortunately, within the mid 2000s, they started to roll back the Toonami block, so it didn't have much relevance. And by the time Toonami had ended, it was literally just 2 hours of Naruto and I think Ben 10. That was the majority of the Toonami block, whereas back in the day you had things like Outlaw Star, Dragon Ball, you had Rurouni Kenshin, you had Yu Yu Hakusho, you had Cyborg 009, the various Gundam series. You had a lot of stuff on Toonami, and even some stuff regular folks wouldn't expect, like Zatch Bell. You had Bobobo. There was so much stuff to watch. I think Hikaru no Go and the Prince of Tennis were on there for some time. But, you know, a lot of people were clamoring for the return of Toonami. And from the years of 2008 up until 2012, there was just like constant fan petitionings online saying, bring back Toonami. We want Toonami back. And they finally did that. And it's so crazy to think about it because Toonami has been back on the air for almost 10 years. And it just feels like no time has passed, if that makes sense. Whereas the period of time from 2008 to 2012, it was dry as fuck out in these streets, man. There was like no anime to watch on TV. So when it first came back in 2012, I really wasn't feeling the lineup because it was just a lot of reruns of older stuff, and there really wasn't anything new to watch. Like everything that was on Toonami, you could get on Hulu or Netflix, or in some cases it'll be offered for free through official streaming channels. But within a few years' time, they managed to bolster the lineup. They got a lot of new series, and one of the cool things that they started doing was a lot of the simuldubs that we would be seeing on for shows like, let's just say, Attack on Titan, right? They would have a simuldub which would air like 2 weeks after the Japanese episode, and then I think like 2 weeks later that would be airing on TV on Toonami, which is insane when you think about how long it used to take us to get anime over here in the States, let alone dubbed anime. Like the fact that this episode airs in Japan, like let's just say it airs in Japan in August, and it could be airing on Toonami English dubbed by the end of September, early October. That's just fucking crazy. So I tip my hat off to everyone involved in that process. It's doing what it needs to be done. It's getting a lot of people into anime. And even though the Toonami block is basically just Adult Swim anime at this point, I'm happy that it's there because a lot of people are watching it. They're enjoying it. For some folks out there, this is the way that they watch all of their dubs without subscribing to things like Funimation, which is really weird because you can watch it whenever you want on the Funimation app for $5 versus one night a week at like 1:30 in the morning. But you know, different strokes for different folks. It fills that niche, and I'm happy that it exists, man. I say all these positive things to also say that I don't watch it. I do not watch the new Toonami block because in my life I have better things to do than watch the anime in that time span. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd much rather watch it from the convenience of my smartphone or on my TV whenever I watch than staying up late to watch it on the block. But it's doing its thing, man, and that's what I'm happy about. And real quick before we get to the two super chats right here, hold on, let me see right here. What's why is everything getting hidden? I'm confused. Why is everything getting hidden? That's weird. I'm so confused. What's happening in the chat right now? Like everything is getting hidden. So confused. What's happening? Mods, what's happening in the chat? This is so strange. Like I can still see it on my end, but looking at it on the YouTube, yeah, who's I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, I can still see the messages as they pop up on my screen, but when I look on the YouTube chat, it's like, what the heck? Okay, so let me... All right, so I have the 2 super chats. Okay. Let me answer Corey Gryffindor's super chat real quick because it's, like, getting deleted for some reason. Who's I? Is one of the mods going rogue? I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I guess one of the mods is going rogue. Who is it, though? Let me... Yeah, I'm looking. Hold on. I think one of the mods has gone rogue. Maybe one of their accounts got hacked. I have no idea. Yeah, but if anything, hold on. Well, the mods take care of that. I'll see. What the fuck? That is so weird. I don't... How do you... I'm trying to see what I can do on my end, you guys. I'm looking and it says like I... Who is this I? Hold on. Like I can still see the messages that were deleted, but people can't comment for like 300 seconds. What is going on? And he's timing everybody out. I have no idea what's going on right now, people. What the hell? What the hell is going on? Yeah, Flame is trying to unhide everybody. Flame is a mod. He's doing his job, but this is I. Who's I? Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Hold on, guys. 1 second. 1 second. All right. Hopefully that's better. Hold up. Let me see. Okay. Hopefully that's better, guys. Okay. All right, so whoever that was, I guess maybe someone's account who I made a mod a while ago got hacked, and this is what's happening. But either way, I removed whoever was a mod. But yeah, it was somebody who I had made a mod before a while back, and I guess their account got hacked or something. But either way, it's like it's a whodunit mystery. Either way, everything should be good now. Dimwit Monkey, Flame, Corey Gryffindor, if you guys could help me unhide everyone who got hidden. I don't know if you can untime people out. So unfortunately, those who are timed out, if you're still watching, please still watch until whatever time out situation happened. I'm sorry about that. I didn't expect this at all. Neo being trolled, shaking my head. Yeah, J-World, you know what? It happens, bro. It fucking happens every now and then, you know? People don't got better shit to do with their lives except troll a bunch of people online, which, you know, it says more about them than it does about us. So that's the important thing. That's the important thing at the end of the day. All right. So anyway, let me go back. Tunde, this person, whoever the mod was, I deleted your super chat message. So could you send it again? Not the super chat itself, but just send the message in the chat so I can read it. So Corey Gryffindor's message for $4.99. I've been playing Tales of Vesperia, and that one wolf boss was so stupid hard for no reason, if you know what I mean. I had to use a free DLC level up. Okay, I know exactly what fucking boss you're talking about, and yes. You see, that's the thing about some of the older... It's not even... Well, is it that old? It's like 13 years old. Some of the things about some of those older Tales games is that there's always one boss that is cheap as fuck for no reason, man. And you could be, like, perfectly leveled. You don't really need to grind that much, and then you just reach that one enemy that just... Bro, it's like that type of enemy where you want to throw your controller, but you don't because these controllers are expensive, so you just sit there and you're, like, legit frustrated. I haven't encountered anybody like that in Tales of Arise just yet. Let's see. My message was streaming. The ability to catch up with Japan killed Toonami. And yeah, so Tunde Ambibola's super chat was about how streaming and not being able to catch up to the Japanese shows when they were airing is what killed Toonami and anime on TV. Honestly, it wasn't necessarily just that, Tunde. I think there was more to that. There was a lot of things about anime companies at the time where they just made really, and I don't want to fully blame like the North American and European distributors, because everything at the end of the day does come back to Japan. But there were things that Funimation had wanted to do to bring anime to like the 21st century in terms of distribution. Like they wanted it to be streaming, and streaming was the future for that. But Japan is just very archaic. It's so weird because Japan is, to this day, is still terrified to the internet. It's terrified of the internet in some respects. Just look at what's going on with Sega and the talent agency that represents the main actor in Lost Judgment. They're still terrified of the internet, and they're terrified of piracy. And if they can sell things the old-fashioned way, which is what they used to do, which was essentially you watch it on TV, and then after you're done watching on TV, you wait like 3 months, and then you buy the DVDs, and the DVDs only have 3 episodes a disc. Like that's how they used to do things. Yeah, I don't know who this I person is. What's going on to all the new people in the chat? What's up, Valkian? Hey, Chris B. Let me. All right. I don't know why I is commenting. I have no idea, you guys. So weird. But anyway, all right. So we answered that. So, let's see. So to answer Flame's question, yes, Halo Infinite. You just reported him. All right. Good job, Demo Monkey. Cool. I was timed out by Corey Gryffindor for 300 seconds. So you got like 600 seconds on him now. I cracked his skull twice. All right. So everything should be back to normal now. Everything should be good. And if anything mods, just keep an eye out. But yes, finally, Halo Infinite thoughts, you guys. Halo Infinite thoughts. Many of y'all probably didn't expect me to have any thoughts about Halo Infinite because, yo, I said on multiple times that Halo Infinite, I'm just going to wait till launch, man. I've waited so many years for this game. I can wait a few more weeks to play it at launch. And based off of all the positive impressions from the community, it's good. It's good, man. So you can wait a little while. Then they came out there and said, yo, we doing big team battle in the beta. And I was like, all right, there go my constitutions. Out the window, man. Out the fucking window. So I tried to get in on some Halo Infinite last night, but unfortunately I was unable to because the window in which I had free time to play the beta, I unfortunately wasn't able to play during that time because my game was still downloading. Because, you know, it was a spur of the moment decision. I was like, all right, screw it. I have some free time. I'll download it. So what it ended up happening was I started downloading the game. It got to the ready to start indicator. And I'm like, oh, awesome. So I can at least play one match. You know, maybe it won't have all the textures or something, but I can get some Halo Infinite in. Bro, that ready to start shit is such a fucking scam. Like, I booted up Halo Infinite. It got to the menu. It was beautiful. It was amazing sounding. And then it's like, all right, boot up a game. So I start loading. It queues me up. And then the game sends me back to the dashboard. And it did this every single time until the game was installed. And by the time the game was installed, that period in time was over. So I'm like, I'll just try again tomorrow. Because, you know, last night I didn't have any free time to play. So I tried it again today. After, you know, I finished up work, got home from the gym, and I loaded up 2 matches of big team battle and then 2 regular multiplayer matches. And I gotta say, Halo Infinite feels very good. I was very surprised at how much I was enjoying it. Like, I don't know why I expected it to feel kind of off, but everything about it feels really snappy. The best way I could describe it is it's like Halo 3. But if Halo 3 was modernized and mixed in with Halo 5. So it's got like that old school Halo vibe to it, but at the same time, it's brought things up to modern standards. Time will tell as far as how the community reacts to this long term, because you know it's one thing in the beta and we really enjoy it and we have fun, but when we actually get our hands on the game, we play for long periods of time, there might be some things that we either didn't notice or we were just so blinded because of, oh my gosh, Halo, it's a beta, wow. But yeah, I'm definitely liking the way it feels. Better than Halo 5, you think? I'm enjoying it a lot more than Halo 5, but again, I can't really compare it 100% until I have actual playtime with the game where it's not limited by this little window of time. So yeah, but from what a couple of the matches that I have played, it's pretty damn good, man. I'm liking it. It's fun. It seems like the Halo community is back, because I was on there, mic's up with some randoms in the game chat, and bro, oh man, it was awesome, dude. Like, there was one dude. This is how you know you're on an Xbox Live game chat. There's this one dude coming in there in the chat. We was just all bullshitting. He was like, yo, I like my Xbox controllers the way I like my men, elite. And then everyone in the chat was like, hey, yo, what? Like, dudes in this chat was different, bro. Dudes in this chat was fucking different, man. But it was really solid, man. I've played 4 matches thus far, and hopefully I can get some more matches in tomorrow. But yeah, it's just really nice, man. It feels good. And if they can nail everything else about the multiplayer, because the important thing obviously is nailing how the game feels, which I believe they've done. I don't know about you guys. What are y'all's impressions about the beta? But for me, they've nailed the feeling. It feels like Halo with a couple of modern revamps. But I need to see how they're going to do everything else as far as like the progression goes. I want to see some of the newer maps that they have. I need to see everything in its full glory, which is why I wanted to wait until launch to play the game. But, you know, just everything from what I'm seeing now, I'm kind of glad that it does work out as well as it is. Neo, try the training mode. It's pretty fun messing around. Yeah, I'll definitely do that, Aaron. I'll definitely do that. All right, let's see. So yeah, like getting back on point, if you guys want to go ahead and ask some of your questions from before this weird person came in here and was hiding and deleting all the messages, feel free to ask them again. Let's see. Toei is such a dumb company. They almost didn't let Funimation release the Dragon Boxes in the US. Yeah, like whenever there's a really questionable decision regarding an anime or just some Japanese properties, I always say go back to the source, because a lot of the times it comes down to the Japanese and their, I don't want to say their ignorance, but they're very traditional in a lot of ways. Like take Atlas, for example. Atlas, it took Atlas until the year 2020 to realize that people love Persona 4. You know, like it couldn't have been all these people crying online for 8 years saying re-release Persona on PlayStation, re-release it everywhere, people will buy it. It wasn't until they just dropped it on Steam and it sold gangbusters that they're like, you know, I think there is money in doing these HD ports. And that's how a lot of Japanese companies think. Now, there are some companies that are kind of hip and in tune to a lot of the things that are going on, like Sega, for example, with their Ryuga Gotoku Studios division. Bro, like, the fans willed that series into its success, because Yakuza was kind of in a similar spot. There was a period of time where we weren't really getting too many of the games. There was like long gaps in between localization, and then Yakuza 0 dropped. It sold like crazy. They brought over Kiwami 1, Kiwami 2, Yakuza 6. They put the games on PC. Now they're on Xbox. And then with the success of Yakuza Like a Dragon, I believe that was the fastest selling Yakuza game to date. That prompted them to look into global localizations, which is what they did for Lost Judgment. And then Lost Judgment, its predecessor Judgment, started a new trend for the series by including dual language options, so you can listen to the game both English and Japanese. Now, the first Yakuza game did have an English dub, but that was the only game since, and that came out, what, 2005? So for a good 14 years, there was not a dub in this series, and now dubs are going to be it's going to be an option going forward, which is awesome, because it gets a lot of new people into the series. So you have some companies that do it right, and then you have other companies like Atlas who just man. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Why does Xbox still not support Bluetooth headsets? Yo, your guess is as good as mine, bro. I have no idea why Bluetooth is not a fucking standard in these consoles. Like, bro, sometimes all I want to do is just have my AirPods in if I'm in a party chat. I don't need to have the big old headset on top of me, bro. It's so funny that the Switch now supports Bluetooth headsets. I'm just like, you can use your Xbox Bluetooth headset on a Switch. Like, that's just crazy how that works out. Neo, what games are you looking forward to on the PS5? Mainly all the exclusives and whatever Japanese games don't end up on PC or Switch. So Final Fantasy 16 is a big one. I'm really looking forward to Forspoken. Basically a lot of the Japanese games, the in-house Sony titles, like coming from Insomniac, Naughty Dog, things like that. But PlayStation always delivers as far as that's concerned. All right. Ooh, we have a $2 super chat coming in from the homie Marcus Doyle Terrell. Thank you, brother. Could you date a woman who doesn't apologize? No. I can't be friends with anybody, let alone date somebody who doesn't apologize, who doesn't admit that they're wrong when they're wrong. Because that pride shit, that ego, that's the death of character. And anyone who just can't admit when they're wrong is, I don't know, man. I can't do that shit, let alone be in a relationship with somebody, because that's different. That's a different thing entirely. Like, if I know somebody, like if I have a coworker who's very prideful and they don't admit they're wrong, all right, I only got to deal with them for X amount of hours in the day. But if I'm dating somebody, I'm growing with somebody and they don't apologize, oh, hell no, man. You can't do that shit. That whole happy wife, happy life thing is fucking bullshit, man. You got to put an asterisk on that. All right, let's see. Yeah, everyone I know who's like big on Apex Legends, they jumped onto Halo Infinite and they're like, oh yes, this is it, bro. So that's really interesting. Got the Series X, then they announced the Halo edition. Told myself I didn't need the Halo edition because I want my console to match my mini fridge when it releases. Oh, I get it, bro. I get it. Yeah, that shit's gonna be nice, man. I kind of want that Xbox mini fridge. I probably won't even use it that much, but it's nice to just have. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a meme that was willed into an existence and then into production. And now we have it to hold 4, I don't know, Bang energy drinks or something like that. Perfect when I game on Halo Infinite with my Cheetos. Let's see. Neo, what are your thoughts on the Blue Point acquisition? A long time coming. I mean, basically it's like my boy King David said, Sony, they shack up with all these studios, so when they acquire them, it's kind of like just business, you know? That's honestly one of the best gets they could ever acquire, considering Blue Point's output, their frequency of how they release games, their expertise. They've remastered stuff, they've remade stuff, and now they're going to be doing original content. So I'm very excited to see what they do in the future. I'm very excited. What's your favorite Star Wars Visions episodes, if you've seen them at all? If you had to choose one to continue in the series, what would it be? Ooh, so for Star Wars Visions, I really loved the first episode. I believe that was called The Duel. That's the one with the whole samurai aesthetic. I really love that because I'm a big fan of Akira Kurosawa movies, and obviously, you know, Star Wars takes great inspiration from Akira Kurosawa movies. So that was really nice to see everything come full circle. I really liked the Twins episode. I believe that was animated by Studio Trigger. That was just a beautiful spectacle to witness. And then from there, everything was kind of like, not hit or miss as in they're bad, but, you know, some I enjoyed, some I was kind of indifferent to. The Ninth Jedi was an interesting concept. I would like to see that fully, like if they were to do a series and they can expand on that, that would be really great. So yeah, like right now my top 3 would be The Duel, The Twins, and then The Ninth Jedi. So if any one of those 3 got actual series, that'd be awesome. Oh, we have a $9.99 super chat coming in from the homie John McKinney. Thank you, brother. Unpopular opinion. Marvel should go to Universal instead. In my opinion, they'd be in a much better shape and the quality of movies would be superior, but that's just me. Well, see, here's the thing. Marvel already tried to work with Universal, and that's the whole reason why we don't have Hulk movies, because Universal doesn't want to foot the bill for it, even though Hulk is a popular character, is a popular entity. So yeah, it's just all types of red tape going on with Universal at the moment. So I don't think they'd be much better. I think they're in a really good spot right now, and they keep getting better. Because the last thing they want to get involved in is a company who they want to have full ownership of their character rights and not have to kowtow to what one random executive who doesn't even deal in the realm of movies has to say. You get what I'm saying? Because the thing about a lot of the leaderships in those companies is that they always just come and go, and depending on who's in charge at the time, they might have a strong preference towards this type of entertainment, or they might hate it and want to throw it under the rug, like what's his name, Tom Rothman did for Deadpool. You know, he kept blocking that movie at every single junction. So no, I think Marvel's good with their autonomy at Disney. You know, obviously Disney, they're in the business to make money, and if they can give them more money so they can make them even more money, then they're going to do that. So, you know. The story in the Hulk solo movies never seems to hit right, though, you know? I disagree, Sir Scrubtastic. I really liked the 2008 Hulk movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Was it perfect? No. But I'm a firm believer that, you know, take a character like Hulk, and maybe he didn't have the best first outing. You could give him a sequel with stronger writers, a better director, and you could get something really good. Like, the Hulk, out of all characters, is yet to be explored on screen. They've only scratched the surface of this relationship between Bruce Banner and the Hulk, and that's one of the biggest misses for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They don't want to do anything with Hulk, which is very disappointing. So I would love for them to actually sit down and do a full Hulk movie. Obviously, I don't think that's going to happen, and if they are going to do anything with Hulk, it's probably going to be with a different character. So She-Hulk is getting her own series. They might bring in Hulkling, so that'll be cool. But yeah, I don't think we're ever going to get the whole Bruce Banner sort of Hulk stories. Those things, I think it's kind of, we're just going to be waiting another 50 years. Let's see. I don't understand how we're getting She-Hulk, but Hulk still has no trilogy, and no, Thor Ragnarok still doesn't count. Yeah, that's the thing, Corey Gryffindor. I think what it comes down to, the reason why they're choosing to go with She-Hulk and maybe other Hulk characters is because they own the rights to them wholesale versus the Incredible Hulk, which is still licensed to Universal. So if they ever wanted to do anything with the Hulk character outside of cameos in movies, they'd have to go through Universal. So if they can go around all of that stuff by doing their own movies with different characters, they're going to do that, which sucks if you're a fan of Bruce Banner Hulk. Neo, how much do you overhead press? I can overhead press 175 pounds clean, and then anything up from there, it's got to be push presses. So yeah, I can do like a clean 175, like strict, and then from there I'm working on getting my way up to like a 225 overhead press. That's the lift that's going the slowest for me out of the big four. Oh, no. He's talking about Thor Ragnarok. He's talking about Hulk being in Thor Ragnarok. That doesn't really count as a character arc for Hulk. Hulk hasn't had a character arc since first Avengers movie, and that was it. I said, honestly, he peaked in the first Avengers movie, and ever since then, he ain't been doing shit. He didn't do shit in Infinity War. He had Smart Hulk in Endgame, but we haven't seen Hulk like be truly destructive Hulk that we love since Avengers 1. We saw him in Age of Ultron. He was doing Hulk shit, but that's just more of the same. It's not anything new. Nah, no, there's no Thor Ragnarok slander here. There's no Thor Ragnarok slander here. There's Thor Ragnarok criticism, but no slander. Let's see. Like, I would love for them to do another Hulk movie just because, it could be like Winter Soldier. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one took Captain America seriously until Winter Soldier came out, and then everyone's like, Winter Soldier, best MCU movie. So we could have something to the same degree for Hulk. Like, it's very possible. It's very possible. He's back to Bruce now, which confuses me. Oh, what's up, Johan? Yeah, that's the thing that I'm really hoping they explain in whenever Hulk shows up. Probably She-Hulk is going to be the next appearance, because he was Smart Hulk, and it seemed like that was going to be his de facto form until, if y'all watch the post-credit scene of Shang-Chi, he's back to Bruce Banner. And if I remember correctly, was he still in his sling? I don't think he's ever going to recover from that, obviously. But yeah, I was just as confused, man. And he looked so much older. Obviously, I think that's probably because Mark Ruffalo is just getting older as well. But he looked like he'd been through some shit, bro. It's a spoiler, but man, at this point, bro, like, Shang-Chi's been out for a month. He's been out for a month. Flesher, yes, I've been playing Halo Infinite. I played 4 matches earlier today, and it's great, man. It's great. I did a full thoughts, like a good 10 minutes or so back, if you want to watch the VOD later. Let's see. I'm on season 3 of Critical's Basketball, and I've got to ask, what NBA players do you think resemble certain characters? That's a good question, Chris. I'd have to sit down and look at the entire roster of Kurko to see, like, who are they basing this character off of? Because off the top of my head, I have no fucking idea. Whoa, man. Neo, do you think Microsoft is going to extract Crystal Dynamics from Square Enix? Oh my god, he said extract. That sounds like Thanos. That sounds like what Thanos did to Vision. He was just like... Let's see. Do I think they're going to... All right, so... I think that it's just a test. I think the reason why Crystal Dynamics is working with the initiative is because old buddy Gallagher, he used to work at Crystal Dynamics, so he has a good relationship with them. And if they were looking for a studio to collaborate on, obviously if he has a good rapport with them, it's easier than a new studio who doesn't know anything about this process. So I think that is potentially a reason, and if they do very well with this game, maybe they might bring on Crystal Dynamics as like a support studio, which would really suck. Or they can make their own games under Microsoft. I wouldn't be surprised, because Square Enix, they are not opposed to selling off some of their subsidiaries. Like IO Interactive, they left Square Enix straight up, and they got to keep the Hitman rights. Like, Square is not really a company where they're going to be petty about those type of business dealings. Like, if it's not making them money, or if they choose to go independent, that's fine. If they can buy their way out, they can do that. So I think that is a possibility, but it all depends on how good the game is. So if Perfect Dark is fantastic across the board, it's another well, in this case, quadruple A banger, then yeah, they might start looking into potentially buying them, just like Avalanche is working on that Contraband game. That could be a potential acquisition. But again, this will be like years in advance, so I don't think we really got to worry too much about what's happening. And I'm gonna be honest, like Crystal right now, that Avengers game, like if they bought them right now, I'd be like, all right, let's see what your next game is going to be before I get excited. Because the last great game they made was like 6 years ago. So we got some time. Let's see. Neo, don't hit me for this, but I want an OLED Switch. Are you planning on getting one? Hey Jay, listen, I even though I get on here and I complain about stuff, at the end of the day, it's your money, brother. It's not my money. You work for that money, and you go and buy whatever the fuck you want to buy, and that's it, man. That's it, bro. So the OLED Switch, from what I've seen, it looks like the best version of the Switch available. And if you are in the market for a new Switch, like you're upgrading your old one, or if you want to switch for the first time, then yeah, get the OLED Switch. I have no desire to get the OLED Switch because right now I don't really even play my Switch like that. So for me, the only games this year I'm going to be playing on the Switch are Metroid Dread and Shin Megami Tensei 5. And for both of those, an OLED Switch is not going to make the experience that much better because the games themselves, they look really rough. So I have to pick and choose. Do I want to spend $350 to make really rough looking games pop more? Or do I just deal with my regular Switch, which makes a lot more sense, you know? Do you prefer realistic sports anime or more over-the-top fantastical style? I prefer a bit of both, man. Every now and then I do like when realism is attached to it because it makes the stakes 10 times harder, and I love that stuff because then it's like, okay, yeah, you really got to think about this stuff. You can't rely on the power of friendship. But sometimes you just want a crazy spectacle show like Critical's Basketball. It's just like boom, 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 boom. Like that shit is fucking dope, dude. Crystal had one bad game, man. Tomb Raider was fire. Nah, the first Tomb Raider game they came out with was good. I enjoyed Rise of the Tomb Raider. But what I say, they're like, yo, you gotta fucking play these games. They're the greatest games ever. Nah, they're like really good games, but I don't know. Not like, yo, you gotta acquire a studio for those games. You know, they ain't no Last of Us. They ain't no Uncharted. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm tired of underpowered Nintendo hardware. Well, Modern XP, underpowered Nintendo hardware is just the name of the game. It's just the name of the game, bro. We ain't never going to get a Nintendo console where they actively take a substantial loss for the benefit of game development. That's not going to happen. Unless we get new leadership and they're like, no, we're doing this. Shadow of the Tomb Raider was developed by Eidos Montreal, not Crystal. Let's see. Traditional 2D, CGI, or a mix in anime. Any preference? If I had to pick, I would say straight up traditional 2D because I think traditional 2D ages a hell of a lot better than when they mix it. And that's the thing in general when it comes to Japanese anime. They're very far behind when it comes to CG in their shows. So when you see an anime use CG, sometimes it's good, but God, a lot of them look really rough. And that stuff does not age with time. It does not age very well. Every now and then you get a really good studio that works on it, and it's just fantastic, but that's few and far between. So I would just say traditional 2D if they're going to do it. CG, I'm not really a fan of CG shows. Like sometimes they're cool, but I'm just a sucker for traditional 2D. Like all the old cartoons, all the old animated movies. I love that stuff, man. And if you want to sprinkle in some CG to make the experience unique and better and help tell that story, then sure. But man, I don't want no fucking Star Wars prequels where it's like, dude, that CG is so obvious. Let's see. What's up, video game lover? Yes, Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk is awesome. Corey Gryffindor's like, fuck autocorrect. Let's see. Avengers is better with the Black Panther DLC, but yeah, still mad. Yeah, and that's the thing, Don. Like, the Black Panther DLC is cool, but after that, I'm not going back into the game. I have no desire to level up any of the other characters. And that's what sucks, because when you level up the characters and you unlock all their skills, like, it could be a legitimately fun game, but there's no content for me to play. And that's the biggest problem with the Avengers game. There's nothing worthwhile to leveling up the characters other than leveling up the characters. There's nothing interesting happening. You know, it seems like this game should have been in the oven for another 2 years because they just don't have any content, man. And they're talking like, oh, we're hyping up our first raid. I'm like, your first raid? It's been a year. Like, what the fuck? Or it might not have been a raid. It might have been something else. But yeah, honestly, if you did not have the Marvel characters in that game, no one would be playing it. Like, let's just be real about life. Y'all are playing this because it's Avengers. You're not playing this because it's a great game. Like, Okay, we should be good to go. Test, test, test. Y'all there? Y'all there? What's up, people? What's up? What's up? All right, we back, y'all. We back. Sorry about that, you guys. Sorry about that. There was it said OBS was disconnected, and I was like, what the fuck happened? So I thought OBS crashed, and then it was something going on downstairs with the wiring of the router. So I'm back. Oh, what's good, Chris? What's up, bro? What's up? We back at it like a crack addict. That's what's up. Alrighty, so where did we leave off? I don't even remember, man. Let's see. Homie J-World came in with a $4.99 super chat. Pick an animator to survive in. No plot armor. Sword Art Online Season 1 or Akama Got Kill. Oh, man. Pick an anime to survive in. You don't get any plot armor. Sword Art Online Season 1 or Akama Got Kill. No plot armor? That's the entirety of Kirito in that season, bro. No plot armor? Damn. That means we're just playing an MMO. I'm gonna go Sword Art. Because, hey, man, if I don't do good in the game, bro, no plot armor, then I just got to get good at the game. Neo broke through the Genjutsu. That's what I'm talking about, Corey Gryffindor. Not Sword Art. Oh, man. What anime would you love to see in live action? Ooh, good question. Honestly, I would really love if they took a lot of like the psychological thriller anime, the horror anime, and turned that into live action. I would love for them to do, if they haven't already, I don't think they have. Have y'all ever heard about that series Monster? Like, I think Monster would be perfect in live action. I think somebody out there can do a good Death Note adaptation, like a legitimately like great show adaptation, not just, well, you'll like it if you like Death Note type shit. I'm still praying for the days of like David Fincher, Aaron Sorkin. If they could ever work on a Death Note movie, that'd be fucking awesome. Yeah, Asmalon's like, yeah, monster live action about Guillermo del Toro. I'm telling you, man. What else, bro? I think like a One Punch Man movie by the guys that did Deadpool. I think that would be interesting. Or maybe like Taika Waititi. $2 super chat from Flame. Bro, what is this night? Yo, I'm telling you, Flame. Someone's telling me not to stream. That's what it feels like tonight. Chris Nolan doing Death Note. Yeah, shoot. I'm telling you, bro, that shit can work. But knowing Nolan, he'll probably like try to make the Death Note. You know, he's not going to lean into the supernatural, even though he did fucking Tenet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in his Batman movies, he tried to make them as grounded as he could, which is fine. But sometimes you have to have that little, the comic booky aspect of it. Like, yeah, some of this shit doesn't make sense, but, you know, it's a comic book movie. Like, that type of shtick, you know? He just went way too far in some direction. But then he brought it back in The Dark Knight Rises because somehow Bruce is able to survive all of that shit, which, okay. Would Persona work in live action? Absolutely. Absolutely would work. I can see it work. It just, everything, what it comes down to, y'all, is it comes down to having great writers, a director with vision, and no crummy executives meddling. That's what it comes down to. Anything I think can be done in live action, or most things can be done in live action. You just have to have a love for the source material and know how to translate that. That's the important thing. Meanwhile, with Akira, yep. Yeah, I'm so glad that movie's still in development hell. Like there was a period in time where Kristen Stewart was gonna be in it, and I'm like, oh nah, fam, let's fucking not. You know, they're actually doing a live action Yu Yu Hakusho. I think it's a movie. I don't think it's a TV series, but Japan is doing live action Hakusho, and I'm gonna be interested to see how that goes. But I'm not holding my breath. Y'all know how this goes. I'm off work in 10 minutes, so if I'm not in the chat, it's because I'm driving home. Oh, well, safe travels to you, my friend. Safe travels. JoJo Part 1 and 2 with American actors. I could see that, dude. But it's just like, JoJo, they would have to lean heavy into the weird shit for that to work. Like, you have to go into it like not being afraid to alienate people with how strange it can be at times. And how are they gonna do stuff like, oh my god, like how would they do that, you know? Because it works because it's in like manga and in anime, but if you had someone who actually did like, oh my god, they'd have to tone it down. I don't mind CG in anime. It's a tool that can be used as a shortcut to help animators when their schedules are nuts. CGI is good as dynamic backgrounds, cameras, and effects. So you photo. Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good way of saying it. Hey, what's up, Jason? He says I'm playing the Avengers right now. Oh damn, we just got done with an Avengers roast session. Yeah. Oh, you played it though. That's fun, man. How you liking it? You doing the campaign? Oh, my brother PTK the Lamb in the chat. What's going on, my guy? What's up, Neo? Got to stop and remind you, One Piece is the GOAT anime manga. Love you, bro. Oh, it's all love over here, too, man. It's even more love because you repping that One Piece greatness. Let him know on the show. Let him know on the show, man. I will be diving into the show right after this one. I'll be cooking up my dinner, and I'm going to be listening to y'all. And then, of course, you got to have Grandfather Pong in the chat. He up in there. Get this man on some One Piece. That's what I'm saying, bro. You vote when they're paying their taxes. Yo, y'all want to know something fucked up? Y'all want to know something fucked up? Somebody said that the reason why we're getting the Mugen Train arc retold in the anime is so Ufotable can get some extra money to pay off their taxes. Y'all, I fucking lost it. Yo, that is so fucking crazy. They're like, fuck, the taxes are due. Shit, let's make the premiere of our season a retelling of the movie we just did. Neo, have you seen Venom 2 yet? I saw it Thursday. I really want to know your thoughts to the post-credit scene. So I have not seen Venom 2. I'll probably wait for it to go on streaming. But I did see the post-credit scene, actually earlier than most of y'all did. Basically, one of my friends who went to one of the fan screenings in the UK, he basically said, yo, dude, you want to know what happens? And I was like, all right, sure, why not, bro? And he told me everything that went down in the post-credit scene. Now, I'm not going to discuss it here because there are some people who have, you know, tickets to see Venom this weekend, so I'm not going to do that. But the post-credit scene is definitely something that'll raise some eyebrows. That's all I can say. Shout out to Jamie Lee Curtis for knowing who Nico Robin is. Yo, Jamie Lee Curtis is a big nerd, man. She's all up into this shit. I think every time she goes to a convention, she dresses up in cosplay, partly due to the fact that she's a big fan, and number two, just so people don't recognize her and stop her. But yeah, she's big into this shit, man. And she said it like it was nothing. She's like, yeah, probably Nico Robin from One Piece. And like it was just a regular answer, and everyone in the back is like hooting and hollering like, oh my god. It's just crazy, bro. Hey Neo, sorry I'm late. Oh no, Harrison, you got here at the right time, bro. So we're ending the stream, guys. No, I'm kidding. We still got another hour. They down bad. One Piece. All right, so here's the thing about One Piece. All right, so I know there's a couple of people in the chat who can't get into One Piece because of the length. Pause. But the thing about One Piece, and I will say this, One Piece is one of the few series out there that even though you look at the length of the show, it justifies its length because the storytelling is really friggin' good. Now, in recent years, the pacing of the anime has not been the greatest because they've damn near caught up to the manga, and y'all know what happens. They take a chapter and they adapt it. Like, they somehow find a way to take one chapter and make it like 6 episodes, which does not make any sense. But the pacing of One Piece in recent years has been kind of questionable. Of course, when they get to the really hype moments, they do a good job. But the thing about it overall is that if you've been along for the journey, this show is fantastic. The world building, the character development, so much about One Piece is in a class of its own. And that's very rare for a series that's been going on for over 20 years. Like that's a real testament to Oda. Like if you look at Kishimoto with Naruto, look at how crazy shit got in Shippuden. Not in the good way, in the really bad way. Look at how he kind of lost the plot in some respects, backtracking, retroactively adding things. Oda is that type where he's like, all right, I'm going to do this thing right here. I'm not going to tell y'all what this is, but I'm going to come back to it maybe in 5 years, maybe in 10 years, you know, and he does. And that's what's fantastic, because he's a writer first and foremost, and the stories that he tells us is fantastic. But I can totally understand if people can't get into One Piece because of the amount of chapters and the amount of episodes. Totally get it. But I always say give it a shot. And if you're not hooked on it by the first couple arcs, then maybe One Piece isn't for you, and that's fine. At least you gave it an honest shot. It's the modern day Shakespeare. Or you got someone like PTK who's like, yeah, you niggas just don't like Shakespeare if you don't like One Piece. Hey, Mav, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, my friend. Great job on Unlocked again, man. And FYI, Kate made me get some iced animal crackers, so I'll do a taste test next stream. Yo, my man Mav, it took you like, what, 30-something years to get some good taste? But I'm so proud of you, y'all. You guys in the chat, shout out to Fun Speculation. Shout out to Xbox Ultimate. But my homie Mav, he's what's that word you use, that phrase you use? Down bad? J-World? My man, down bad ain't even the word. This man eats plain animal crackers, man. Plain animal crackers. This man eats saltines without the salt. This man has a burger with just the bun, no cheese, no toppings, no nothing. It's very sad, man. It's very sad, and I've known Mav for a few months now, and it's just every day in my life, I just pray before I go to bed. I'm like, Lord Jeebus, baby Jeebus, my friend Mav. But I love you. Mav is my brother for real. What kind did you get, by the way? DM me on Twitter. Well, I want to see what brand you got. Animal crackers used to be good when you were a toddler. Hey, no, sometimes they slap for no hate. Sometimes I want some yo, you want to know what I've been low-key craving, and I might get it after this stream? What y'all know about them Dunkaroos? What y'all know about them Dunkaroos? I need to know. I need to know who's hip and who's hip. Extra emphasis on the P. Pause. Stouffer's? Stouffer's makes iced animal crackers? I didn't know that. Yeah, DM me. I want to see that. I love them I know them Dunkaroos, but never had them. Dunkaroos are You see, this is the shit I be talking about. Mav come in the chat and we talking about all this good stuff, and he's like, Dunkaroos are great without the frosting. Yo, This man Mav eats plain chicken breast, no seasoning. This man takes the chicken and cooks it on the pan. No butter, no oil, nothing. He's just like, this is great. Oh God, Mav, Mav, I'm gonna send you a package of adobo for Christmas, bro. To be fair, I don't like frosting either. Sorry, Neo. Well, here's the thing, PTK. Here's the thing. At least you'll have some delectable sweets. You don't eat saltines like that. I like saltines, but I gotta have a little bit of salt on them. Oh man, ew, no adobo. Mav is like, yo, no adobo. Salt is just good enough for me. Oh man, when are you doing another Doki Doki stream? Yo, y'all really fucks with them Doki Doki streams. I appreciate it. Fingers crossed tomorrow night. Fingers crossed. Don't hold me to it. But if you see something pop up on YouTube by 6 p.m. tomorrow, we doing Doki Doki. That's all I'll say. Yeah, Mav don't do no seasoning, man. This man Mav went to Dallas Barbecue and he said, yo, can I just get the skinless, boneless chicken breast? And that's it. Like, you want some French fries? No, just give me the potato. I'll have the potato, no seasoning, none of that stuff. Shit was crazy, man. I was staring at Mav and I was like, oh, I can't deal with this. Like, bring over the shots. I had to get drunk. It was not a good look, bro. It was not a good look. I love you, Mav. And now everyone's gonna look at this stream and be like, yo, what the fuck? Who you hanging out with? Oh man. Oh God. No seasoning, no life. That's a fact, NKDN. Now all this no seasoning talk is slanderous. Hey, listen, Mav, all I'm saying is that I have seen, or should I say, I've never seen you and a spice cabinet in the same room at the same time. What are we doing with us? I gotta stop being a fucking bully. This is a Christian YouTube stream, and I hate how nobody has stopped me from bullying. So damn, I guess bullying is in the Bible. Fuck. Mav is about to release a tell-all confessional video saying like I do not agree with what this man NeoSparks has said about me. Oh God, he's just built different. Yeah, definitely built different. Definitely built different if you can eat a well-done steak. Oh God. You only bully corporations. It's okay to bully people. Bullying is actually in the Bible. Yes. Yes, it is. All right. Anyways, getting back on point. Let's talk about top 5 favorite games of the year. Top 5 favorite games. All right. Top 5 favorite games of the year from what I've played. All right. No particular order. Psychonauts 2, Death's Door, Resident Evil Village, Lost Judgment, and Tales of Arise. So those are like the top 5 games that I've enjoyed the most as I've been playing it. Now, the positioning of these things will obviously change as I finish up some other things, as I go through the final few biomes on Returnal. I need to start Greatest Attorney Chronicles, and also Neo: The World Ends With You. The World Ends With You. The World Ends With You. There we go. You can actually enunciate. Once I finish those 2 games, that'll affect the placing of my top 5. And then also when I go ahead and play some other things that I just haven't picked up yet at all. Like there was a couple of like smaller Japanese titles people wanted me to check out. I didn't do it. Tales over Scarlet Nexus. Oh, absolutely. Hey man, don't let me go into my Scarlet Nexus rant. But like Tales, yes, Tales is better than Scarlet Nexus. I tell my mom I'm going to Bible study and I put on Neo's stream. Exactly. That's how it is, bro. That's how it is. This is like a wholesome Christian YouTube chat when Mav isn't in the building and bringing out this side of me. Medium steak. Oh, Mav, that's my man's right there. Medium? All right, I'll take it. For me, it's medium rare, but medium, I'll take that. I'll take that, bro. Pie Studios is like, he's well done steak. What the fuck? Nah, Mav, no, but in all actuality, we are just joking. We are kidding. Mav does indeed season his food sometimes. And he does eat his steak cooked medium, only when I'm there. He's a really good dude. Mav is a great dude. He has an awesome show. He has multiple shows on his pod. Like, bro, the one thing I love about Mav is that he's got a different show every damn day for the most part. It's like him and Mr. Boomstick. There's always something for me to watch. And he does legitimately good content. It is also very sad to see. You guys ever like see someone who has hopes for Nintendo and then you see just the hope decimate from their eyes? That's what it was when I was watching Mav's Nintendo Switch streams, because this man's like, I bought a Switch. Why did I buy it? This man was dying, bro. Like, straight up. I was there for like 30 minutes of that stream and I'm like, damn, I know, Mav. This is me all the time. But Mav is a legitimately good guy. He puts out great content. If you guys need somebody to check out, go check out Fun Speculation. It is a fantastic, fantastic channel. Him and his wife are on there, and it's all types of hilarity because they roast the fuck out of each other, and I love it, man. I love it. I remember the first time I was on their show a few months back, I was like, is it okay for me to say this? Like, I don't know, man. But then they started roasting each other and shit. I'm like, oh, okay, everything is cool, man. Dude, Nintendo makes me cry. Yes, Nintendo makes me cry a couple hours per day. Unfortunately, not tears of joy, you know? Let's see. $5 super chat coming in from the homie Flame. Thank you, brother. After 10 hours in Tales of Arise, Neo, I'm sorry. It feels like a budget Scarlet Nexus. Sorry, not sorry. Violence. Oh, you definitely choosing some violence. Well, I got some violence for you. It's called the block button. That's all my violence. I missed your super chat, Blue Senshi? Oh, no. My apologies, brother. Let me scroll back up. Hold up. I got distracted by plain unseasoned chicken breast over here. $5 super chat from Blue Senshi 19. Appreciate you, brother. Already own all of Ranma 1/2 on manga, and I bought Cowboy Bebop on Google Play, so I'm currently watching it on YouTube, and the Pokemon manga is amazing. Well, first things first, Blue Senshi, as always, you are coming into this chat exhibiting your good taste, brother. Great taste right here. Ranma 1/2, I really do. I think I spoke to you about this a few weeks back on the stream. I want to go back and actually read the manga in its entirety because I've seen the anime, but the manga is just very different by comparison in a lot of respects. So I want to see Rumiko's original vision and what she was trying to tell, because the anime reminds me of like high-paced Looney Tunes. That's essentially what it is, like different antics every episode, which I love. Cowboy Bebop, another classic right there, man. Hopefully this Netflix series does not disappoint. We'll have to see on that. And yeah, the Pokemon manga, this is so crazy. And I always tell people this. If you want like legitimately good storytelling involving Pokemon, check out the Pokemon manga. Now, I haven't read it in a few years. So I don't even know if they're doing new stuff or not. But I remember going back and reading, the story of like Red and Yellow and all the adventures that they went on with there. It's some serious shit, man. And I love it, bro. I really wish they would actually do something with that in the anime outside of like, they did that Pokemon Origins episode, which it wasn't what I expected, but the Pokemon manga is really awesome. But yeah, back to Flame's trifling ass. He's always trifling. I don't know why. He says it feels like a bunch of Scarlet Nexus. You have got to be trolling right now, bro. You play that Tails Combat, then you go back to Scarlet Nexus. You could be like, Scarlet Nexus is all flash and no substance. Let's just be real about life for a second. No disrespect to Scarlet Nexus. It's a good game for what it is. But you be, man, that's like, man, I was going to say something mean, but man. Do you think the Nvidia leaks are legit? I mean, a lot of them are pretty legit for the most part. Then some things are pretty questionable. But I think for the most part, if like people are looking at the PlayStation games coming to PC, like, oh, does this mean that it's all going to happen? Yeah, it's going to happen. Whether it's now or whether it's within the next couple of years, we don't know. But PlayStation wants to make PC a priority. So they're going to put their games on the platform once they stop selling on PlayStation. That's just the nature of the business. It's going to happen. So for people saying, like, it's like when Horizon came to PC, Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, well, it's only three at the time. It was what, three? It's only 3-year-old games. It's not going to happen. And then Days Gone came last year. Oh, it's only 2-year-old games. It's not going to happen. They're closing up these releases, and I would not be surprised if those multiplayer games that PlayStation is working on, that they commission these new studios to make, I would not be surprised if they're PS5 and PC day and date. Because multiplayer, like you can't really sell exclusive multiplayer games anymore. They've got to be available on multiple consoles. So if PlayStation really, I mean, they made an investment in Evo. If they really want to be on the scene and be the forefront of multiplayer games, they've got to put it out on PC. They don't got to put it out on Xbox, but they have to put it out on PC so they can get more people involved. What's this about Asbel coming for niggas next? What is this? Flame banned. I'm sorry, I've got to ban Flame. Oh, snap. Asbel he's going on the offensive tonight. I won't allow slander towards Scarlet Nexus gameplay. Well, see, now I am on the receiving end of the flames. This is not good, Asbel. What Asbel, what about all we've been through, bro? But no, listen, Scarlet Nexus, listen, Scarlet Nexus' gameplay. You play 5 minutes of Tales of Horizon, that thing is already deeper than that, bro. I'm just saying, man. I'm not trying to be mean, but come on now. Like, let's be real about life. Nvidia said the leaks are real, but games haven't been announced and some are speculative, so many of them may never actually happen. Yeah, that's the thing about a lot of these companies. They just be putting up listings for things like it going out of style, man. So do I think we're going to see God of War on PC? Absolutely. Do I think we're going to see Returnal on PC? Yeah, maybe not now, but definitely down the road. Definitely down the road. Ghost of Tsushima and Bloodborne, hopefully. Oh, absolutely, dude. Ooh, that Ghost of Tsushima with the ultra-wide monitor. Woo. And Bloodborne running at like more than 30 frames. Woo. That'd be great, bro. Scarlet Nexus review right now, Neo. Nah, I ain't about to do this. Flame's gonna get all his goons on me. This is the Nexus Brigade. I'm gonna have my own Nexus moment, and then here they go. The TVA, here they are. Hey Neo, as a longtime Dragon Ball fan, how should I go about collecting the anime? Funimation has a reputation for sham remasters of DBZ. All right, I'm about to be real with you, bro. There is currently no great way of buying Dragon Ball Z. There isn't, man. The only thing that's really available to purchase right now are going to be those Blu-rays, which they're not the greatest quality. The best version of Dragon Ball Z, bar none, is going to be the Dragon Boxes. But the Dragon Boxes have been out of print. They were limited on release. So to get a full set, it's going to be very time consuming and it's going to be costly. So if you want to get Dragon Ball in its best quality, it's going to be those DVDs. But like I said, it's going to be, there are a couple of hoops you got to jump through. Then you have like the Orange Brick season sets, which you guys might remember, right here. Do you guys remember these? Y'all remember the Dragon Ball Z season 1 digitally remastered? Yeah, these are honestly here's the thing. So when they came out, I actually really loved them because we were finally getting Dragon Ball in season sets. And I think it was like 40 episodes for $40. Like there's almost 1,000 minutes of anime content. English vocal track with Japanese music, English vocal track with the TV music, like the American music, and then Japanese with the Japanese audio. So it was 40 tracks for $40. Really good deal. Very cheap. But when you look at the remastering process of this shit, bro, oh my God. So they took a 4:3 show and they cropped it into widescreen. So you lost picture quality. You lost the top and you lost the bottom. And in general, the remastering process was so fucking bad. The characters looked so washed out. I think the guy who remastered this was, I think, an editor in the porn industry. I don't know how those two are correlated at all, but it's random fun fact, you know. But it was so weird because they were like remastered in high definition, but on standard def discs. So strange. But yeah, there's that version. There's the Blu-rays that they have coming out with, which are better quality. But the thing is, there's no great way to own Dragon Ball. You're saying, should I wait for something better? I mean, you're going to be waiting forever, man. So if you really want to own it, the best way right now, even though it's not the greatest, is to buy the Blu-rays. But yeah, it's just one of those situations where we're never going to get a proper release of Dragon Ball in the States. Neo, put that trash away. I know. But it's just, I have them on my shelf, man. They're nice to look at on the shelf. I'll say that much. All my uncles got the orange box sets. Yeah, bro. I mean, them orange box sets, they were cheap as fuck. Bro, just to put into perspective for some of y'all who maybe don't collect anime, back when those orange bricks came out, anime was still being sold like 3 episodes for $25. 13 episode box sets for $40. Then you had those sets which were $40 retail for 40 episodes. And then they got even cheaper. Like I remember you could walk into Walmart and get them for like $25. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Fuck those bricks. Absolute garbage. We were lied to so hard. They were cheap though. Yeah, exactly. It was literally like the fast food version of Dragon Ball Z where you're not getting the best quality, but you're getting quantity. It's just, when you look back on it as you get older, it's like, oh man, we could have done so much better than this. Porno plus Dragon Ball. So we have a $9.99 super chat coming in from the homie John McKinney. Which Disney character would you date? Esmeralda, Kim Possible, Jessica Rabbit, or Trudy Proud? Kim Possible is a fictional character, so is it really a big deal? All right, so I get what he's trying to say. John McKinney's trying to cover all his bases just in case, you know, FBI open up. But if I had to pick, honestly, the one I can relate to the most is Trudy Proud, because, you know, I love my black women, I love my black queens, and Trudy looked good, bro. Trudy looked fucking good. So out of all of them, I would say Trudy Proud. Jessica Rabbit, probably not. I feel like if we were to do like a fuck, marry, kill, I'd be like, Jessica Rabbit, you fuck. Trudy Proud, I'd wife. Esmeralda, I mean, I gotta see what she's all about, man. I feel like Esmeralda is the type of woman where I see her in the moment. Like, we could have like the most amazing weekend together, and then she's just gone Monday morning. So I would say Trudy Proud out of all of those. Definitely Trudy Proud. Because Trudy Proud was type thick with 2 C's, man. We did what we had to. That's a fact, Dimwit Monkey. Listen, when you're a teenager and you started working your part-time job, you know, you're going to buy what you can afford. As for the manga, are the 3-in-1s versus the manga box sets? I would say get... honestly, you can't go wrong with either. I know some people don't like the 3-in-1s because of the paper quality is flimsier by comparison. But the Vizbigs for Dragon Ball, I don't know if they're still in production, Harrison, but the Vizbigs are really good. My girl got me an Outlaw Star box set. I got myself High School of the Dead and Heat Guy J box set. Ooh, Outlaw Star, such a good fucking anime, dude. If any of y'all want a legitimately great sci-fi anime with like just such a good cast of characters, Outlaw Star, man. Outlaw Star is the shit. It's possible that Dragon Ball might get a better remaster because we are getting a proper remaster of Neon Genesis Evangelion on Blu-ray. Yeah, that's the thing, but remember, Eva is 26 episodes, Dragon Ball is 291, so that would be a major undertaking for Funimation to do it. And just with the way Toei handles Dragon Ball, I think they're better off selling people garbage because they know they're going to buy it. As terrible as that sounds, it would take a lot for them to do something for the enthusiast crowd. I'll say that much. This man said Evangelion trash. Oh, Eva ain't trash, J-World. Eva's classic. Yeah, honestly, Harrison, just stick with the manga. Just stick with the manga. It's the best version of Dragon Ball. You get to the point faster, and you don't have to worry. Outside of some, like, small censoring with the translations, you don't really have to worry about it like you do the anime, you know? Because there's always something with the anime. But yeah, I think the next, because what did I, do I have it here? It's somewhere around here. I started collecting, well, not started, but a couple of years back, I collected the Dragon Ball full colors. I don't know if they're still going on with those, but it was really awesome to own the full colors and read Dragon Ball in full color, you know? So what you're saying is Toei is the Nintendo of anime. Oh, absolutely, Asbolon. That is exactly what I am saying. Have you read the Hunter x Hunter manga? I've only read a couple of chapters, but I do want to go back and read it in its entirety whenever it gets finished. Do you believe we're getting a Final Fantasy IX remake? I think it's probably in the cards. I just don't know what style is it going to be. Is it going to be like one of those 2D HDs? Is it going to be like what they did with Trials of Mana? Or is it going to be a full-blown remake like Final Fantasy VII? I have no good idea. But I'm cautiously optimistic, man. Final Fantasy IX is my favorite, so fingers crossed they don't fuck it up. You should read the Boruto manga. No cap. It's only 62 chapters. If I'm ever that bored, I'll read the Boruto manga. I just got other things on my docket, you know. Would you rather live in an anime world or a video game world? A video game world, because you could do a lot of cool shit. I mean, you could do cool shit in an anime world, but it'd have to be very specific. You know? There's just something so novel as, I don't know. Just being the world of fucking Devil May Cry and just pulling off all those combos. Like, that'd be the craziest adrenaline rush of your life. And then, well, I would say being a Persona game, but that's just like, damn, all these terrible things are fucking happening to teenagers. I don't know if I want to live in that life. We don't deal with Naruto's son over here. Oh, God. Yeah, yo, that's my favorite show. Boruto, yet Naruto is the main character because everything makes sense. Hey, Neo, do you still like Dragon Ball Kai? Absolutely, bro. That's if I am going to watch the Dragon Ball Z anime, it's going to be with Kai because it gets to the point faster and it's got good voice acting. The original Dragon Ball Z, I'm sorry. Niggas don't got time in the year 2021 to sit there and be like, all right, in 5 minutes, this planet is gonna blow up, Goku. 20 episodes later, all right, in 5 minutes, like people gotta go back and rewatch Dragon Ball Z to see how annoying that shit was. That was so annoying. Like, you could watch a whole 20-minute episode and nothing fucking happens. Nothing fucking happens in that show. At least with Kai, you get to the fucking point, you know? Who's Naruto? Isn't that Boruto's dad? Yeah. That is Boruto's dad. I think one of the funniest things is, like, one of these anime pages said, happy something something birthday to Boruto's dad, Naruto. And I was like, yo, y'all don't know what you just did with this tweet. $2 super chat for the homie Flame. Apologize for the heat, bro. We good. You love Tails. Flame. Why is DBZ Kai not on the Funimation service anyway? Dude, the rights when it comes to Dragon Ball are so fucking weird. I think Kai has completely different rights by comparison to Z. So I think that might be part of it. Maybe Toei doesn't want Kai to be on streaming services, because remember, everything does come back to Toei at the end of the day. Or maybe they just want one version of Z out there. Because it is kind of weird having both of those. Like, one of them is like the show, and the other one's like Cliff Notes version of the show. Yeah, but Toei is just very strange. I can't even watch the OG Dragon Ball anymore. Not because it's bad, but the dub. Ugh. Yeah, like I said, just some of those dubs back then. Oof, man, they have not aged well. I mean, it makes sense given the time. That was a lot of these actors' first roles, and they were trying to find their footing. But yeah, honestly, with Dragon Ball, you're better off just reading the manga. Unless you got heavy fucking nostalgia. If you got heavy nostalgia, then maybe. Want to check out Dragon Ball Z Kai, but the Blu-rays are out of print in Australia, and it ain't on Funimation streaming services. Dude, I know. Like, these Blu-rays that I have, here's a couple of them. Here's like the first 3. I got the first 3 Blu-rays for Kai. I really love the design. Like, this is back when they did these Blu-rays. I know it might look very cheap by today's standards, like, oh, it's just the characters and then a white background. But this was a novel aesthetic back then compared to now where it's just overdone to death. But, you know, here's part 1. Here's part 2. And here's part 3. And I have the other, because they separated Kai to 2 parts. There's Dragon Ball Z Kai, and then there's Dragon Ball Z Kai, the Buu Saga, which is called the final chapters. Where are they? They're somewhere around here. Hold up. A whole bunch of anime. Of course, y'all know my pride and joy right here. Y'all, what y'all know about this? What y'all know about this? What y'all know about this goatness? The greatest anime of all fucking time right here. Greatest anime. Let's see. Let's see what else we got. I'm trying to figure out where, because I have 3 parts of Kai up there. I'm wondering where's 4 and 5, because I have 7 and 8 right here. Where's 4 and 5? Are they all the way back here? I think they're all the way back here. Damn, I got a bunch of fucking anime back here. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, they're back here. 4 and 5 are back here. Damn, this is hella nostalgic, bro. It's hella nostalgic, man. I got the steelbooks for Hakusho. I was going to get the steelbooks for Hakusho, but I couldn't justify the price. Because, you know, it's like, yeah, steelbook would look nice, but I already got these. I'm good. You know, if they came out with it and this was my first time buying Hakusho, of course I'd go for the steelbooks. But I'm awesome. I mean, I'm awesome with these. That makes no sense. But yeah, of course I got this bad boy right here. I actually got this as a Christmas present the year it came out from my boy Toma. It's Cowboy Bebop, the complete series. What else I got here? Ooh, what y'all know about this movie right here? Legitimately one of my favorite. Look at that dust. One of my favorite anime movies, Summer Wars. I don't believe this is available on streaming, which sucks, but again, support physical media. You have this shit, you don't got to worry about it. But so fucking good. If any of you guys saw that first Digimon movie where they were fighting, I think it was Diaboromon in the internet, the guy who worked on that movie basically used that as a rough draft and did that movie again with Summer Wars. And this is so fucking good, man. I love it. And I got a whole bunch of other stuff back here too, like Brotherhood, the Cowboy Bebop movie, some Naruto movies, some Bleach movies, Spice and Wolf, Steins Gate, Case Closed. I got a bunch of shit back here. All right, $4.99 super chat coming in from my homie Bobby, aka GC Plugs. Hey, what's up, bro? Hope all's going well. Just came to say hi, but I'm at work, so I got to get back to it. Stay safe and healthy. Same to you, brother. Thanks for checking in, man. And I'm almost done with Last Judgment, so I will be having an update on Tales of Arise once I get down into that shit, bro. Because, you know, Bobby next to Asbel and my boy Maddie are like the most people I talk about with Tales. That makes no sense. I'm losing all my grammar. You see, Neo gets his voice back and he can't stop talking, so everything makes no sense. But I talk to these guys about Tales a lot, and you know, it's just dope as fuck, man. Because a lot of these dudes I've been talking to for years, and it's crazy how like Tales of Arise is at this point where everybody is talking about it. It's fucking awesome. All right. Yo, Initial D is fantastic, Chris. Such a good show. Such a good fucking show. When your anime collection's so big, you can't find what you're looking for. Yeah, dude. Like, I'm so glad I actually collected a lot of... I still collect anime, but I'm so glad I collected it when I did, because all this shit in my collection here is out of print. You can't get this stuff anymore. In the case of Case Closed, there is no official legal way to watch the stuff of Case Closed that I have right now on the internet. Like, all these movies, you can't stream them. Especially that English dub, you can't find it. You got to deal with like piracy websites. But man, oh, what do we got up here? Oh, bro, holy shit! What started it all? Where's PTK? He's probably getting ready for his stream right now. But One Piece season 1 first voyage. I believe this is like the first 13 episodes. This was a big fucking deal because they released this when, for those who don't know, One Piece already existed in the United States. It was dubbed by a different company called 4Kids, and it was heavily edited, censored, removed episodes. They basically bastardized the show. So Funimation got the rights in 2007, and they went back and they were dubbing from where 4Kids left off, but they also went back and they re-released the older episodes, completely uncut with a brand new dub, and this... Man, this just brings me back, bro. I don't know why. I've been thinking about rewatching One Piece from the very beginning. But man, that's just such a time sink. That's a fucking time sink, bro. But still, it's just awesome to have One Piece here. What else do we got? I love how this turned into the Neo's Anime Collection Variety Hour. Ooh, let's throw a dark horse in the mix. I have not collected any other box sets except this one. But damn, this is back when anime box sets used to mean shit. Bleach. Look at this. So this is the first season box set. 5 discs, 20 episodes. And say what you want about Bleach. Everyone knows it's not that great of a show. It's got really good music, good character designs, but the story... Wow. But one thing I loved about the box sets for Bleach is just the presentation of it, right? So you're looking at Bleach. I'm trying to make it so there's no glare. Right? And then you have the disc information right here. And then you have the discs. And yeah, the discs are gray. Oh, sorry. The discs are gray, but they have the Japanese kanji on here. And there's the first disc. And what I love about it is that, first off, if you take off the disc, it's got the words right there. You are to become a Soul Reaper. And then it does it based off of the DVD disc. So this was the second disc right here with Rukia. Third disc with Uryu. I'm still surprised I remember these characters' names. Fourth disc with the character that does nothing except say Ichigo. Also known as Orihime. And yeah, the fifth disc has Renji. I always liked Renji. He was cool. But yeah, dude, these box sets, bro, brings me fucking back. And something that's really novel, and you won't notice this until you actually look at the box set itself. Look, it's got the mask printed on the inside. Like, who is thinking of doing this shit? But that is so cool. Just look at that. That is awesome. Oh, man, but this brings me back, dude. I still remember watching Bleach when it aired on Adult Swim. It was a tradition. Like, every Saturday I went to the grocery store, I bought a whole bunch of junk food, and I just watched a shit ton of anime until, like, 2 a.m. in the morning. It brings me back, bro. That brings me back. Don't tell Bleach fans that. Oh, fear no hate. I think you were there around that time when I got attacked by the Bleach fandom. Well, I say the Bleach fandom, but it was like 5 dudes. Basically, when Bleach ended, I decided to take the piss out on people because, you know, I make it vocally known that I'm not the biggest fan of Bleach. So when the series ended, I did like a troll tweet, and everyone was angry at the time because Bleach just ended. It just fucking ended. It's not like it wrapped itself up and had an amazing ending. It had a really fucking bad ending. So I just made like a troll tweet. I forgot exactly what I said, but it was bad enough to the Bleach fandom that they just replied like crazy in that thread saying, "How dare you say something like this? The Bleach fans are in mourning." And they really fucking meant it. It was like a legit funeral for them. Like, how could you say this when the series ends? That's so heartless. And I'm like, what I said really wasn't that bad, man. But dude, there was one guy, and I'll never forget this shit. There was one guy who actually did a video on me, and it was, I forgot what he said, but he just basically turned on like his phone and he said like, this guy is disrespecting Bleach fans worldwide, and he's inconsiderate, and he doesn't have a heart, he doesn't have a soul, and it's just so wrong for him to do this. Basically crying about me because I made a tweet. And it was so funny because like every one of my subscribers, I didn't tell them to, but they found the video because of my name, and they went there and they was just like, you know how black people code switch? You know how people code switch and we speak a certain way when we're around folk, and then when we stop code switching, we could just go all in. They went all fucking in on this dude, not try to like hide anything. And then he ended up deleting the video the same day. It was wild, dude. I still, you know what? If I see it on my feed again, like, you know, when how Facebook has the memories feature where you can see posts back then, whenever Bleach ended, when we come to that point, I'm going to screen cap that and I'm going to send it because it was fucking insane, man. In mourning over mediocrity. You know what? Honestly, I think that's the extent of what I said, Jay. That's basically what I fucking said. They was treating this shit like it was a funeral and the body was still freaking hot. The body wasn't even cold yet. That shit was crazy, man. But like I said, I'm happy that Bleach fans are getting some type of closure. You know, I'm happy about that shit. It's good. If you enjoy something, you enjoy something, and that's it. I finished Bleach in 2016, so I wasn't too bothered about the ending, but more so confused. I'm trying to rewatch without the fillers because those filler arcs are prolonging it. Yeah, Bleach is like if somebody knew how to make AMVs and they just made a whole series that's basically an AMV where you watch it for like the mixing, you watch it for the music, you watch it for the spectacle, but when you get down to the plot, it's like, oh, wow, we actually have to fill 25 minutes. Uh-oh. What do we do? Oh, yeah, that Bound Arc. Good God. That fucking Bound Arc, y'all. You've never had too much YouTube drama, but what you did was hilarious. Yeah, I just mind my own business for the most part. I've never really been involved with drama like that. Like, I've had people make videos on me every now and then, but I'm like, all right, it's fine. You make a video on me. That's cool. You do you, bro. But I don't get into arguments with people like that or back and forths because I look at it like this. When I'm on my deathbed in the next 70, 80 years, I'm really going to wish I spent that time arguing with somebody online. I'm really going to wish I spent that time doing literally anything else, whether it's watching a series, whether it's streaming with you guys, whether it's hanging out with family, or whether I'm beating my meat. Like, whatever it is, there's so much more better stuff to do than arguing with people online, especially over really small petty shit. Because there's more to life than just the internet and arguing with people that don't have an avatar, you know? Some people don't get that, which is fine. That's to each their own. Some people thrive on drama. It is what it is. But yeah, I just mind my own business, man. I stay in my own little pocket, my own little corner, and I have fun. I still remember you made a video on Storm Sync, funny times. Yeah, I mean, and like I said, that video was nothing but constructive criticism because I'm really cool with Storm Sync. Like, we've met up in the real a few times. We talk every now and then on Facebook. All that stuff is just criticisms, but people look at it like hating. But I never once said anything terrible about him in those videos. I just said, hey man, you're doing things kind of, you know, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that. You're looking kind of spooky, bro. You're taking your fans for granted. Like, I never said anything derogatory towards him, but a lot of people, I don't know, people just want that drama. They want the fight. They want this and that and everything. It's like, nah, we're cool. Like, we met up at Star Wars Celebration a few years back. And I pop in on his live streams every now and then. Neo Christian YouTube channel. Asbel, after all the stuff that I said tonight, that's where you draw the line. I fucking love it, bro. Oh yeah, that Akatsuki dude. He was like trolling my channel constantly. And back, okay, that was the only time I guess I ever did feed into a troll or something like that. Because he kept constantly spamming my YouTube channel box. Like, you remember on the YouTube pages how there used to be a channel box where you could comment stuff on the page itself? Like, that was the only time I ever leaned into that and talking about that dude. Like, that was the only time I ever did that. But that was also back in 2010. So it's not bad for 11 years of not doing it. Yeah. There's no point in arguing with someone. You could ask 10 people what they think about you and they will all say something different. Exactly, bro. And I mean, I've never been in a situation where I have to defend my name. Like, if someone's talking shit about me and someone else is going to believe that person based off that instead of coming to me to, if not get the full story or just see how I am, then that's on them. I don't want to hang out with those type of people. Because if I hear something bad from somebody, I take it and I'm like, okay, I'll put that in a pocket in my brain, but let me see what this person's all about. Let me see the true story and the test of this person's character. Now, there's some things that are very bad that is kind of like, okay, no. But if it's something like, okay, like, I've gotten this a lot. Someone said, like, yeah, that Neo guy is an Xbox fanboy. I don't think I'm an Xbox fanboy. I mean, this is on my video display all the fucking time, you know? But if somebody says that and they're like, oh yeah, I'm not going to watch Neo because he's an Xbox fanboy. And I'm like, okay, but if you really lean into this whole fanboy stuff and you can't take 5 minutes to watch someone's content to come to your own assertions about them, then I don't really need to have those people in my camp. You get what I'm saying? Because on the opposite end, I wouldn't want those type of people where it's so one-dimensional that, oh, we have to pick sides in this fanboy war. Like, bro, how old are you? How fucking old are you? Like, bro, we're just fucking playing games. Like, we have our preferences. That's fine. But say like, nah, don't watch this guy. He's a PlayStation fanboy. He's in bro, 1 second I'm a Nintendo fanboy. Then I'm a PlayStation fanboy. Now I'm an Xbox fanboy. What's fucking next? Google Stadia? Well, I don't think they can write me a check big enough to be a Stadia fanboy. Oh, we got a $10 super chat coming in from the homie John X. Man, you should make your next live stream a dedication to showing your game and anime collection. Just throwing an idea out there. You know, I actually did that last summer. I did a stream where I was looking back at some of my Shonen Jump comics. Again, that's something that, you know, if you didn't buy them when they came out, they just don't exist anymore. But what I really want to do is I want to get myself like, I'm going to do some picture in picture where I have like an overhead view, a bird's eye view looking down on the magazine and looking through some of the pages, you know, as opposed to what I was doing before, which is like showing you guys the pages from this point of view, which isn't the most aesthetic way of doing it. But yeah, I'm definitely due for an update on my collection. It's just, my problem is I have a lot of stuff I want to add to my collection, but I don't have the space right now. So what I'll have to end up doing is this whole fixture that I have right here, I'm going to have to get rid of it and, you know, buy new desks and everything and then build shelves on the wall to house all of this stuff. So that's been the only thing that's been holding me back from doing an updated collection video, because a lot of the stuff that I want to hang is just literally sitting over here, like on the floor, neatly arranged on the floor, but it's sitting there nevertheless. Neo's got to bring back the vlogs. Bro, this year in April, I was low-key thinking about doing Veda, which is vlog every day in April, because I don't really do too much vlogging, man. You know what the weird thing is? My vlogs back in the day weren't vlogs in a sense. They were just like 2-3 minutes of me talking about my personal life and then getting into the gaming news or the anime news and stuff like that. So I don't think that's really too dissimilar from whenever I used to do like an update on something like, okay, here's all the Xbox news or whatever. It was just a different fucking time, man. It was so weird. Like, out of all the things I could call vlogs, I made those my news roundup videos. Different times, man. Different times. But I appreciate you guys really want me to bring all that stuff up. That's awesome. I've had people come to me and say they heard someone else was talking crap on me, and I just say, okay, who cares? That's it, Bryce, because remember, like we said, at the end of the day, they're talking about you. Your name is in their mouth, not the other way around. So if someone is spending all their time to talk about you for whatever reason, whether it's good or bad, that's on them, man. Your vlogs were just you in different areas, like your car and whatnot. Yeah, bro. Sometimes I'd be in my room, then I would be like downstairs. Sometimes I'm in a car. Did I ever do a vlog on location? I don't think I've done one but I've done videos on location when I'm hanging out with people, but never like a vlog. I might have to do that. I might have to start going to different states and just record vlogs with different people. You should react to your old videos on stream. Yeah, I'm going to start doing that. We got some classic fucking videos, man. Oh God, it brings me back, guys. Brings me back. That's crazy, dude. I've literally been doing YouTube videos longer than some people are alive in my subscriber section. That's wild. I had one dude was watching me, said he was like 11 years old, and I'm like, bro, I've been doing videos longer than you've been alive. Like, I can't think about that. And Ask Neo in every state. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. Ask Neo Texas edition. Then we start going worldwide. Ask Neo UK, where we just start like inserting British slang into our dialogue. You know, like it's like, oh, I went down the way and I got myself some crisps. You know, I just start saying those things. I got myself some crisps, some Fanta. What else did I get? Got myself some Jaffa cakes. All the English people are just like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Qmon 2. Yeah, Qmon 2. Yo, I still remember one of your comments you left on my video, Jay. It was a video I made. I remember I was wearing this white button down, right? And this man said, yo, you looking like Dr. NeoGameSpark, bro. Just because I was just a little fancy. And I don't know why that comment stayed in my brain, bro. But I remember you said that shit. It brings me fucking back, dude. Brings me back, bro. You gonna hop on some Halo after the stream? I might hop on some Halo, but honest to God, I'm probably just gonna cook myself some dinner and just wind down for the night. Because provided I got my Halo matches in for the day, I'm good. $4.99 coming in from the homie John McKinney. What were your thoughts on Emer Prevost / Helsing 920? While I didn't always agree with him, he was awesome and may he rest in peace. Yeah, Helsing was one of the very first commentators in the game, man. He would talk about everything from like the crazy Sonic fans, Jonas Brothers, to just like random rants on cell phones, and he just talked about everything, bro. And he was one of the first people that I subscribed to back in the day. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. He passed away a few years ago. But yeah, you know, it just goes back to what I always say. Like we exist. We all exist at the same time, and for the period of time that we are alive on this planet, just whatever joy we bring to someone, that means the world. Like there were times where I would watch a lot of his videos back in the day, and even if I didn't agree with it, I just loved his energy and all that stuff. And you know, it does suck that we all do have our time, but I think the beautiful thing is that it's not that we all know we're going to die. It's the fact that we get to live and appreciate life and make these incredible relationships with people like Daniel Pack, for example, who just came through. What's up, brother? Good to see you. So yeah, that's it's crazy. You know, I haven't gone back and watched any of his videos because it just feels kind of weird that he's like no longer here, but eventually I will get over that hump. And just go back and watch his stuff, because like even now, y'all, I have not watched Black Panther since Chadwick passed away. I know it's very different with What If, because What If is new stuff with Chadwick, but just seeing him in that movie, in that role, it's going to take some time to get used to. It's going to take some time. Probably for the 4-year anniversary, I'll go back and watch Black Panther, but Yeah, right now it feels so fresh, you know, the wound. Sorry, I know this probably isn't the time, but we exist. Yeah, we exist, man. We exist, bro. And that's why I'm so thankful. Like, I start off every stream thanking you guys for coming through. I end off every stream thanking you guys for coming through, because you never know if this will be the last time we all see each other and we all hang out. So I think it's important that we all just spread good vibes and good energy. Of course, we can talk about the serious shit when it needs to be talked about. But that's important, you know, just to honor people as they live, not when they pass away. And if it takes me reminding y'all that you're awesome and it's great that we have this community, then so be it. I'm gonna berate y'all to death with that. Like, you guys are amazing, you guys are awesome, because that's what it is, man. You know, that's what it is. It's just a beautiful thing called life, man. It was funny once. I was watching one of your videos and my mom walked up to me and said, "Isn't that the guy you watched like 10 years ago?" Bryce, that is awesome, bro. Shout out to Mama Dukes on that one. Dude, my friends have introduced their kids to my videos. And I'm like, wow, it's so weird. I'm sorry. My friends have introduced their kids to my videos. I don't got no kids. You guys know this. But it's so weird because it's like I was getting to know you when I was a kid, and now your kids are watching my videos. Can they watch my videos? You know how I talk, you know? So it's crazy. It's a small world. This is why you're one of my favorite creators. You're so real. Thank you, brother. I'm just a humble child of God. Asbel in the background. Child of God. And you know, I'm no better than anyone out here, man. I don't act like I am. We're here for this finite amount of time, and we just make the most out of it, you know? In the spirit, I appreciate all the entertainment through the years, Nero. Nero? What the fuck is Nero getting over here? That bastard called me dead weight. In the spirit, I appreciate all the entertainment through the years, Neo. I don't know why. Maybe I'm getting choked up. You got me through some tough times. Thank you, brother. Sir Scrubtastic. Thank you, bro. And that's what it is. Like, sometimes I get on here and I stream and I don't really feel up to it if I'm going through some stuff. But then we have a laugh and we joke and we break bread and we all feel good for that period of time. And that's the important thing. That's crazy. I still can't get over the fact that my friends have kids. Like, what? I'm playing with your kid? Yeah, dude. I'm actually getting ready to go see one of my nephews. Because, you know, with one thing, because some people ask me, like, how many freaking nephews do you have? Like, your brother and sister, do they really, like, have all those kids? I said, no. My best friends have kids, and they make me their unofficial uncle. So, obviously, these are all my nephews and nieces. So, I'm getting ready to see one of my nephews in the next couple of weeks. He doesn't know it yet, but he's very excited because he's like, I want to see Uncle Chris. Uncle Chris is so cool. When's he coming back? And I'm like, I'll be there in good time. Oh, man. Yeah, you better be. Flame's like, amen, bro. We ride together, we die together. Bad boys for life. Young Defiant is terrible, but this dude is smart enough to take advantage of the haters. I don't know about this Young Defiant dude, but like I said, if you got haters and those haters are making you money by showing up, then, hey, take advantage of that shit, bro. Take advantage of it. Do you, man. Secure the fucking bag. That's it. Because remember, they're talking about you, not the other way around. I remember we vent at the previous Ask Neo stream. Yeah, that's why I don't like to put a label on these Ask Neo streams. I was thinking of eventually doing a solo gaming podcast because I know a lot of people want me to talk about the news throughout the week. Would you guys be interested in me doing like because I technically do have a solo gaming podcast, but it's just under construction. I did one episode a year ago. Would you guys be down for just a weekly gaming podcast where it's usually just going to be me, but I'm sitting here talking about the news, giving my take, and just having that so you don't have to like sift through videos or sift through Ask Neos to find out what I think of stuff. I was thinking about doing that because that's like a nice weekly thing to keep me in line. And we can just like leave the Ask Neos for the just chatting. Everyone around my age is getting married or has kids. My one best friend is getting married next Saturday. Can't wait. Crazy how we always think this kind of stuff and now it's happening. Dude, I remember when one of my longest friends got married. He got married at 21, right out of college. He had been dating this girl since the beginning of high school. So 4 years in high school, 4 years in college. That's like 8 years together. They got married. And it was so surreal because it's like, yo, like, we're still babies, bro. But we felt like adults because we were 21. Little did we know. But yeah, like a lot of people, not necessarily all of my friends, but a lot of people I know from high school have gotten married. They've had kids, and that's cool. More power to them. I'm just enjoying my single life, man. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of good comments on that. Okay, I'll look into it. I gotta have like a good busy week of topics to discuss. Then I'll probably start that. Who knows? I might get inspired tomorrow before the Doki stream and record something. We'll see. After the Doki Doki streams. Yes, we have to do it after the Doki streams. Flame is right. We can't keep putting that off. The stream froze again? Did the stream freeze? It's looking A-okay on my end. Is it okay, you guys? I don't see any indications that it froze. What do you guys see? I put my seal of approval on that. Oh, appreciate the comments, guys. Thank you. Okay, everything is good. So it might just be you, Pi Studios. It might be you. Neo, should Star Wars have ended in 1983? Because it feels like it's being milked. No, I don't think so. Because if Star Wars ended in 1983, we wouldn't have gotten the Thrawn series. And Thrawn, in my opinion, the Thrawn books are like the peak Star Wars. Like, it's the best Star Wars we've gotten. Unfortunately, those books are non-canon. But I think what it comes down to is just pairing creative storytellers with the IP. And every now and then we get some really good stuff like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and then sometimes we get things like the sequel trilogy. But things to look it up for Star Wars. Mandalorian's really solid. Star Wars Vision was an interesting experiment. Wow. We've got the Obi-Wan series coming, the Cassian Andor series, Taika Waititi's movie, Kevin Feige's movie. So we'll see. There's a lot of good stuff in the pipeline. Hopefully it all pans out. I cannot speak today. My God, you guys, I'm tripping all over my words. I'm sorry. I can play with my friends' kids and then give them back. Yep, that's why I like my friends having all these kids, because I can get the experience of having a baby, but for X amount of time, and I don't have any of the responsibilities. I love it. Yo, what's going on, Angel? Welcome to the chat, brother. Welcome. Among Us stream with the Discord peeps. We should do that again. We actually did do an Among Us session like last year. That shit was so chaotic, man. It was so chaotic. I had to put it on private because there was so much crazy shit said in that stream, man. But I'd be down. I don't know, do people still play Among Us? Like, I know they got the new maps and everything, but yeah, I don't know. Do people still play Among Us? Do people still play Fall Guys? I don't know. I don't see anyone in my circle do that. Heir to the Empire seems to be where Dave Filoni has taken all his content. I hope so, but I don't know. Obviously, it's not going to be done in the same exact structure because the Thrawn Heir to the Empire series was essentially their version of 7, 8, 9. Whereas here, you can't really do it because Thrawn is in between eras. So we'll see what they do. $9.99 super chat coming in from the homie John McKinney. Thank you, brother. What are your thoughts on the 2004 Phantom of the Opera? I really liked it and I thought it was really good. Not great, but a solid film and very underrated. So here's the thing, man. I've seen that before, but it's been so many years, man. I remember one of the substitute teachers, I think it was for an English class, they played it in high school. So that was my first time seeing it. It was many years after the fact. And I don't really have much of an opinion on it. But I did enjoy it for what it was. I was just a different time back then. I really wasn't big on musicals, Broadway, things like that. Honestly, I didn't start getting into appreciating the art of theater until like the past 6-7 years. That's when I really started leaning into it. Like, I remember I saw the Book of Mormon. I saw obviously The Lion King again. I saw Aladdin. I saw Lion King twice in the past couple of years. I've seen like small local productions. But I really should go and actually see Phantom of the Opera. You know? I still haven't seen Phantom of the Opera. I saw Wicked though. Wicked was nice. But that's the thing about like transitioning from theater to film. Like, how do you make that work? Because you could do like what Hamilton did, which was essentially a pro shot where they shot it with higher production value, but it's still very much so the musical. It's not actually a film like, let's say, Dear Evan Hansen is, or In the Heights, things like that. Those are very different. And it doesn't really work out all the time, but when it does work, it works pretty good. Just landed from San Antonio. Did we discuss the Mario Brothers cast? No, we talked about that last time, bro. We talked about that last time. What's up, Sterling? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, the thing about COVID is that it's still pushing back a lot of these shows. Like here in the States, we just opened up Broadway in the past couple of weeks. And as soon as Broadway opened back up, one of the shows closed down again, and that's Aladdin, right? They just announced opening dates for Aladdin. It was on Broadway for a bit, and then it's now shut down for the foreseeable future because of COVID. So we'll see, man. That's crazy because in order to go to those shows, you have to be fully vaccinated. So the fact that there was like some outbreaks to the point where Disney is like, nope, shut it down. That's... My grandparents were major involved, and I got to see Phantom live once. It was a great experience. Oh, that's awesome. They were really big into theater. Yeah, that's one thing that, you know, whenever I do settle down and I have kids, guys, if they're into it, I'm going to pass down like all of my hobbies, my knowledge, my passion, my interest. Because if they end up loving something like theater or singing or video production, content creation, video games, things like that, that is just awesome, dude. Living in LA during COVID is a fucking nightmare still to this day. Yeah, New York, for the most part, it's business as usual. I don't live in the city, but, you know, where I live, I'm about like 35 minutes out. It's basically been back to normal for the longest time. You can basically do everything that you could do beforehand. But when you're in the city, that's where you really felt the effects of everything. I went to the city when they first started opening things up last year. I think this was like November, December. And man, it was like, why even have anything open? There was that like 8 o'clock. There was a 10 o'clock curfew, and not a lot of the places were even open up. And if they were, it was like limited capacity. Oof, it was, ooh, man, it was bad. I don't know how it is in LA, but I assume it's the same. I do wonder how long Broadway will be profitable. Do live theaters still make good money? I think Broadway, well, right now, obviously, they're in the shitter, and it's going to take a very long time for them to get back to where they were. But that's just everything with live in-person events and all that stuff. Same thing for movie theaters. So it'll take some time for them to come back. But in general, yeah, there was that talk about maybe Broadway its days might be numbered because the amount of shows that are out there, if you weren't like a Lion King or something that just Hamilton, you know, it just catches fire and it runs with it, or catches lightning in a bottle and runs with it. It's very hard to keep a show going. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they progress in the post-COVID world. Hey, what's going on, Zach? Welcome. All right, so we'll go for a few more minutes, you guys, and then we will wrap it up for the night. What's your take on Colin's take? I assume you're talking about Colin Moriarty's take from Sacred Symbols. I assume that's what you're talking about. So for those who don't know, there's been a clip making the rounds from Colin Moriarty, Chris Raygun, and Dustin from Last Stand Media. It was from their Sacred Symbols podcast episode where they were talking about the... there's a rumor circulating that Microsoft could potentially acquire Take-Two Interactive. And if you guys don't know Take-Two owns a lot of studios, but they're more known for the people who they own Rockstar Games, right? So they're in charge of Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, things like that. I mean, they have so much other stuff as well. But for the main meat and potatoes, the selling point, what's fashionable and hot, you know, obviously it's Grand Theft Auto. All right. Take it easy, your name is like a tongue twister. Scrubby. I'm gonna call you Scrubby. Take it easy, Scrubby. You have a good one, man. Safe travels back home. But yeah, so there was this rumor and there's ongoing speculation that maybe Microsoft might acquire Take-Two at some point. They certainly have the the funding to acquire Take-Two, but it all comes down to if they want to be acquired. So Colin in that video was essentially talking about how he doesn't like this for the industry. That's too much consolidation. And, you know, it's also a commentary on Xbox, how they don't really cultivate studios. They don't really cultivate quality, or they don't have a great quality control attached to it. But the problem and why it's gone somewhat viral is because there's some people in the PlayStation camp, the zealots, I should say, not everyone in the PlayStation community. But you had these people who would selectively edit clips from that to make it seem like this acquisition is bad, it's terrible on Microsoft's point of view, blah, 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 bad for gaming. Where he said in that same video that if PlayStation acquired Square Enix, that'd be bad too. It would be just as bad. So it's just the internet doing their whole selectively editing of clips to fuel fanboy wars. But I don't disagree with Colin's take whatsoever, because unlike a lot of people, I actually listened to Sacred Symbols and I watched the episode in its entirety. And Colin is 100% right. If he feels like Microsoft acquiring Take-Two is bad because it's going to be taking games away that already exist on all platforms, then that's his right to think that. And he's not wrong when he's talking about quality control on Xbox, because let's be real. Outside of Gears of War and Forza, there hasn't been a lot of great quality control at Xbox. Sea of Thieves, State of Decay, they took years to get to where they are now. Every now and then you have a good gem like Ori and the Blind Forest. It evolves into Ori Will of the Wisps. But for every good Ori game, there's 3 crackdowns. So yeah, quality control at Xbox has not been the greatest. It's getting better, obviously, with more studios and them, you know, stumbling for a few years to the point where it's like, okay, we get it, we know what we're going to do. But I don't necessarily agree with the fact that they haven't cultivated some type of quality, because what they've been able to sustain with Gears of War and Forza, you might say it's very safe and very samey, but they know what they're doing. And it's gotten to a point where they're able to trust Playground Games enough that they're giving them the Fable IP. Because if I was Microsoft and I couldn't find a suitable studio to work on Fable, I just wouldn't do anything with it. But the fact that they're letting the Playground team, first off, they're hiring up, they're staffing up for a new Fable entry while these guys still work on Forza Horizon. That means that they can do both in tandem. That's very good. And that only happens with the cultivation of the studio. So they have some of that stuff there. And Ninja Theory as well. Like, I always tell this to people. Ninja Theory, had Hellblade not been a success, that studio probably would have been closed down, because they don't really make games that are $1 million sellers that you set the industry on fire. You know, like every game that they've put out has really been hit or miss. The biggest game they worked on was Devil May Cry with Capcom, and we all know how that turned out. Didn't turn out that great. But since then, you know, it's just been very hit or miss for the studio. And then Ninja Theory's Hellblade was a big success for them. And going forward, Xbox acquired them, so Hellblade 2 is going to be a bigger game in scale and scope. Now, does that translate to overall quality of the game? It'll remain to be seen. But then they're doing that, and they also have some other projects in the works as well, which is cool. Double Fine, I don't think I need to say anything else. Psychonauts 2, I remember reading some reports that game wasn't going to have full voice acting, or there were some things that weren't going to be included in Psychonauts, but because Microsoft acquired them, they gave them extra funding, and the game that we have now is because of Microsoft's support. So they have done some good things. Obviously, they haven't produced something on the level of The Last of Us or Uncharted or Bloodborne or those type of games that people go, wow. But I don't necessarily think, like, it's one of those things where you can be right and at the same time not have all the information. You get what I'm saying? So he is right that there is quality control at Xbox. There are quality control problems, but it doesn't necessarily paint the whole picture, if that makes sense. And with the acquisition of Bethesda, I know a lot of people say, well, that's very weak. Like, they just bought an already great publisher and they're going ahead and taking away this game from PlayStation gamers. Okay, yes, they're taking the game away from PlayStation gamers, but that's what happens every single time a company acquires a company. That's it. Like, if you are a main console manufacturer and you acquire a company, you're buying that company because you want them to create games exclusively for you. But the difference with Xbox and Bethesda is that Bethesda's games are going to even more gamers now with Game Pass. They're making sure all their games have PC versions, and now they're having cloud streaming versions. So they're not like, it's not like they're gatekeeping anything away. Sure, it's not on PlayStation, but it's still available on so many more devices. And if you don't care about Xbox like that, you can just get a gaming PC. And if you don't want to game on PC, you can stream the games, which a lot of these games beforehand were not streamable. And yeah, streaming is not an ideal way to play games, but at some point it will be an option for people. And that's just the business at the end of the day. PlayStation does it all the times. They've purchased all these studios that were independent to make games exclusive for them. Because look at Insomniac. They made games exclusively for PlayStation for a long time, but then they also delved into multi-platform territory. And if they really wanted to, they could have stayed independent and kept doing what they're doing and have the freedom to do that stuff. So, yeah, I don't necessarily think that Microsoft acquiring Bethesda is somehow indication that they don't care about quality and building their own studios. I think that with time, we'll see what type of games they put out. And if this all pays off for them, then great, man. I mean, another thing that folks don't want to realize is that a lot of Bethesda studios, if they weren't like the heavy hitters, like Bethesda RPG Works, like id Software with Doom, a lot of that was hit or miss. So I wouldn't be surprised if something like Tango Gameworks or Arcane ended up getting shut down. Because, you know, Arcane's games critically very successful, but sales wise not the greatest. I mean, we've gotten two and a half Dishonored games, and we got Prey obviously was a very, very big flop for the company. So if, let's say for example, Dishonored didn't do so hot, I don't know, not Dishonored, I'm sorry, if Deathloop didn't do so hot and Redfall didn't do so hot, then that might have been the end for Arcane, you know, just because it does come down to business at the end of the day. So I think with the backing of Microsoft, at least they're safe for the foreseeable future. And if they keep producing flops, then that's a different story. They got to close it down, because even then Microsoft's like, ugh, all right, no, we ain't get shit out of this. So yeah, I don't disagree with Colin's take at all. In fact, I agree with it in a lot of respects. But the internet does what the internet does, and they just take things out of context and use it to fuel their fanboy wars. You guys know how that goes. But yeah, I think that just about wraps up tonight's stream, you guys. We went a little over 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours. So I think that's a good place to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming through as always. Thank you so much for all the super chats. As far as content for the next couple of days, considering we're talking about this whole acquisition season and everything, PlayStation bought Bluepoint. We just passed the year anniversary of the Bethesda. I think I'll probably just do a standalone video talking about acquisitions. So most likely that'll be up on like Tuesday, maybe Monday. We'll see. The Doki Doki stream, everything goes according to plan tomorrow night. So just keep an eye out on the channel for that notification to pop up. Spam that like button before you leave. Yeah, if you guys did enjoy the stream, make sure you hit that like button. It helps out the channel tremendously. Hopefully we can get to like 80 likes before the end of the stream. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if we had any sleeper agents in here. And yeah, before we go, we have got to do what we are so famous for here on Ask Neo. We've got to have ourselves a hydration check. Unfortunately, I don't have that much water available, so I'm going to disappear for the next 30 seconds while I go ahead and grab some water. So while I'm doing that, y'all go ahead and grab yourself some water so we can do this hydration check and call it a night. So I'll be right back, y'all. Right, back at it like a crack addict. Hydrate. Everyone got their water? Oh, I've got my water right here. Probably not the best thing to drink, considering it's straight carbonated seltzer. But we do it for the YouTubes, man. We got the water acquired. Hopefully no vodka. I know how y'all get down. No tequila either. J-World. But yeah. Oh, this is gonna hurt like hell. On the count of 3, y'all. On the count of 3. Oh, I love this. If y'all don't know what hydration check is, imagine we're at the wedding and we drink together and we drink together. That's basically what it is. Except if we're at the wedding, we're gonna be toasting with alcohol. Unless those of y'all who don't drink alcohol, y'all can toast with water too. Anyways, all right, here we go. The thirst is real. I got gasoline. Yo, chug that gasoline and get back to me in the morning, Reed. I want to see how that goes. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hydration. Okay. So the trick to chugging seltzer is to not gulp it every single time. Pause. Because if you do that, it's going to make shit 10 times harder. Pause. You just wanted to fill your mouth. Pause. And then swallow it all at once. Pause again. Because I'm telling you, because if you chug seltzer like that, you can be like, ah, should be hurting, bro. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for tonight, you guys. Again, thank y'all so much for coming through this stream. Doki Doki will probably resume tomorrow evening. TV static, yes. It's TV static. God damn it, Neo. I am making Asbel's job 10 times harder tonight because he's drafting out all these emails like these views do not represent blah, 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 just to make sure we don't get canceled. First time actually doing it. Oh, Warrior Fella, you love to fucking see it. You love to see it. But yo, shout out to everybody. Shout out to the mods. Daniel Pack, Asbel Lant, NKDN. Who else is up in this? Dimwit Monkey. Let's see. Any other mods in here? I think y'all was the solo mods. And we got Maddie, Valkyne 24. And I think that's about everybody for the time being. But yeah, y'all enjoy the rest of your evenings, the rest of your mornings, the rest of your afternoons, what have you. And from me for now, my name is NGS signing out. Like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.